here on Chadbourne.
That's Deputy Chief Alan Hamilton. Multiple reports have Reiner's son, Nick, a person of interest in the deaths. Rob Reiner rose to fame winning Emmys as Meathead on TV's All in the Family. Then he became a movie director, famous for Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and many others. Rob Reiner was 76. The search for the gunman who shot up a Brown University building Saturday is back on. A person of interest taken into custody early yesterday may not be the guy who killed 2 and wounded 9.
We did a thorough investigation, examined, ended up drafting some search warrants, came up with some evidence, but that evidence was examined, and we didn't have enough, obviously, to be able to prosecute anybody, and so the person was released.
Providence Police Colonel Oscar Perez. They're also in mourning in Australia, where 15 people were gunned down on a beach.
Father and son Sajid and Naveed Akram targeted Jews marking Hanukkah on Sydney's Bondi Beach. Among their victims, a 10-year-old girl and a survivor of the Holocaust. People have gathered to mourn and lay flowers.
What we saw yesterday was an act of pure evil, an act of anti-Semitism, an act of terrorism on our shores.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. He's promised to tighten Australia's already stringent gun laws.
Well, that's Fox's Jonathan Savage. President Trump at the White House at the ceremony says,
I just want to pay my respects to everybody.
The president also talked about the ambush attack on U.S. troops in Syria over the weekend, killing 2 soldiers and a civilian interpreter. U.S. officials believe a lone ISIS gunman was responsible. He's been killed, but the president is promising retaliation if ISIS attacks again.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. America's listening to Fox News.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Capted Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Morning Extra, only on Extra 106.3.
Morning, y'all. Tug and Los until 10 on Extra 106.3. It is chilly outside. I like the coldest day of the year, I do believe. And that part sucks. But the fact that the team is together, that's good.
It's not like what it is up north. To see all the news on Sunday of like this huge, frigid, like ice and snowstorm that came all across the southeast and the Midwest. I was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And by the time,
some frost up there?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I was driving in my car, all over it had frost. The fun part about it was, by the time we hit, I think it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when it got to its lowest, where it was like, it's 27 degrees and it feels like 17.
It's crazy.
Bright sunshine still.
Right, exactly. That's the worst in my opinion. When it gets colder as the day goes, like it throws off your equilibrium or something. Because it's supposed to get warmer as the day goes. And then like yesterday, we're at church early in the morning. Like, this is as warm as it's going to be today. Well, like we've hit our high. We're actually going to trend the other direction.
We're going down.
Exactly. This is terrible. Who came up with this plan?
Like, this is no fun.
This is no kind of fun. But anyway, trip to Tennessee was good?
Yeah, everything was good. Started the volleyball season. The young ones were over at the Georgia World Congress Center, and the older group was over in Tennessee. My dad and I made the trip.
Let's go.
And so, it was good to actually hang out with some of the families, because this is a feeling out process.
That's right. It's coming out party a little bit.
And so I made it a point. I bought, a 12-pack of High Noons.
Yeah.
And I had a cooler, and so we got back after lunch because we actually weren't allowed in the facility in the afternoon when the girls were going through like their workshop training before they started playing on Sunday. So Saturday afternoon we had some time to kill.
Yeah.
And I found out about who has dietary issues, who can drink high noons versus who can drink my dad's Dos Equis. In fact, the point where some of the parents actually found out that we were real was when we ran out of Dos Equis, and I was like, you know, you can do Uber Eats this stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure enough, another 12-pack showed up over at the hotel. Everybody had a good time. They're like, well, these people are not kidding around.
They know how to do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
These people know how to do it right. Saturday was good for us. The company Christmas party, which we missed you crazy.
First time I've missed one in,
dude.
Let's see, we're now at 15 years. That's the first time I've ever missed one.
Everybody asked about you and Dre, like where are the guys at?
Well, Dre wasn't there.
No, Dre, he had his
Jenna's.
Yeah, his sweethearts had hers. So I was just like, yeah, man, he couldn't be here, and then Los is with volleyball.
And they did a casino night for her theme, so I had a good practice from our casino night back in November.
Attaboy.
Sat down next to her boss at the poker table and took him for all he was worth.
Nice.
Attaboy, I
well
love
done.
it. That's right.
Now, we do have a challenge because this upcoming Friday, we have some good friends of ours. My younger daughter and their daughter plays volleyball together, and they're having their own poker night. They decided to hire a company in order to host this.
They're doing the real deal.
And as they told us, they're like, well, dress like you're in Vegas. Well, I dress differently in Vegas than perhaps what you dress.
Do you dress any different than you do right now?
Well, I mean, I take it up a notch a little bit.
Okay. I mean, it's Vegas. Who cares?
But I'm trying to kind of figure out, I'm like, what exactly does that mean?
Yeah. What if I can look that up quick?
Is this the tuxedo one? Is this the one where I wear the ridiculous coat? Like, what do I wear that fits the I'm dressed like I'm going to Vegas?
Yes, mean. I just did a quick Google search. What does dress like Vegas mean? Embracing bold, glamorous, and often extra style, according to the AI overview at the Google.
This might be the top hat one.
Yes, dude.
The top hat, the monocle.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
I got to get on Amazon.
It might be the time you run in there looking like that dude from Monopoly.
Maybe I don't say anything to my wife, and I come out of the closet, and she just goes, "What are you wearing?" Yeah, you got it. Here's my top hat and my cane.
Dude, absolutely. And I'm liable to hit somebody with it. You better watch out. My name's is Moneypenny. Wasn't that the Monopoly dude's name? Mr. Moneypenny or Moneybags or something? What is it? Something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I have to look it up. Now I don't have to look that up. But
Daddy Warbucks?
Maybe that's it.
Well, that's Annie.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, okay.
Annie. Yeah, but good enough. Could be that too. But other than that,
maybe I'll just be a redheaded, curly-haired orphan.
There you go. You can do that. You can pull that off. You can pull that off good.
Daddy Warbucks is hosting.
That's right.
Start identifying as a ginger.
There we go. Why not?
Well, I don't see why not.
It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Look, these days you're exactly right.
We got Christmas parties coming up, and I'm ill-suited for these.
Well, how many do you have to go to?
I think we have 3 this week.
You have 3 Christmas parties? I'm done. Like, I have 0.
I thought last week was busy between my younger daughter being in chorus, my older daughter being in chorus, my older daughter having her play, Elf Jr. We got through that, and then both of them playing in tournaments.
Yeah.
I thought last week was a busy week.
Turns out this week.
This week I have to be presentable. Which means I got to find a razor.
Is it like a volleyball team Christmas party or something?
Only just one of them. Some of them are just neighborhood parties.
Yeah.
We're trying to trying to be friendly with everybody.
Sure. Absolutely. I love that.
My wife has what's so, I don't know, I guess it's just as you get older, just how it goes. In my opinion, the women make friends faster. I still make guys kind of jump through hoops.
Okay. Well, what do you have them do?
Well, for instance,
like timed races or something?
Well, not timed races. Not like I'm sitting there like, what's your 40 time? How much do you bench, dude?
That's right.
But there's that moment when the alarm goes off. For instance, if I was to say, yeah, hey, we got tickets to the upcoming Georgia game. Mm-hmm. And somebody says, oh, they're still playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Alarm.
Yeah. That's
all right. We got a problem here.
That's red flag.
If you were to make it a point, hey, we're traveling to Oklahoma and we're gonna see Oklahoma host Alabama.
Yeah.
They're like in football. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's an alarm.
Let me get away from you.
That's a moment where I don't know what we really have in common.
Try to find something.
Sure. It's like So there was a moment last night.
Oh no.
Getting ready to watch Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
And my dad goes, hey, I want to bring up something political with you. He's been in town all week. He flies back to San Antonio today. He's like...
He's waited till the last minute.
Waited till the very last minute. And he's like, did you hear what J.D. Vance said about immigrants? I was like, no, Pop, what is that? He's like, well, he's saying that the meat isn't as good because we don't have the immigrants anymore to work the meat. I go, well, hold on a second. What? And I go over to X, and I cross-reference J.D. Vance, immigrants, meat, all this sort of stuff. I go, Pops, I'm looking at 3 years worth of stuff, and there's not one word in here, not one video of any of this stuff. And I go, do you realize how full of S you are? Like, do you realize what's going on here? That was the moment we stopped being friends yesterday.
No.
Well, I was just telling him. I was like,
because you had to be level with him.
I had to go ahead and let him know.
Yeah.
And, oh, no, you don't know this. Well, I mean, you know this from Thursday, but I brought this up with Angela Morbido on Friday. I told her the story about what happened when I called you from Carline.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't know about Obama being somewhat gay.
Yeah, well, but yeah.
He's learned some stuff while he's here.
Yeah.
But by the way, nobody brings up ever politics with me amongst any of these people, and I'm like, that's cool.
No, that's
perfect.
great. No, it's the best. How did he handle that the call that you made on Thursday to me in Carline?
So for those of you that don't know, and I brought this up on Friday, what occurred was my dad had never heard of the collection that exists over at Emory University of Barack Obama's letters in part to his girlfriend in college, where he talked about fantasizing about men daily.
Yeah.
What had happened was my dad, we were talking about Pete Buttigieg. This is the only other time that politics came up while he was here.
Very beginning and then very end.
And he brought up, he's like, well, America's not ready for a gay president. I was like, Dad, we already had one.
Yeah, what you talking about?
And so
check the box.
In order to, so it wasn't just me, I called Mr. Tug Tugglesworth.
Yeah.
And I said, Tug, if I wanted to find some letters from Barack Obama, where would I find them? He's like, well, Emory University. I was like, and what do those letters to his girlfriend say? He's like, he says he's fantasizes about men
all the time.
and it was a demonstration of what happens when all you consume is MS Now, CNN, ABC, all the regulars that you don't know about this sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, they would never.
And by the way, Angela didn't know either.
Oh, did she not?
No,
wow.
She was like, he what? And I had to bring it up to her. I had to show her.
Go down there and you can maybe take a tour of those letters too.
So I think we're done with politics with the family for at least a few more days.
Well, I guess it's good. Get it out of the way, and but it's good to be able to show them something that they wouldn't otherwise get.
And let's face it, the holidays, at the very least, are about fighting with family. when you have the opportunity.
That's the worst. It's terrible.
Friday, we're getting ready to go over to Elf Jr., watch my daughter perform, and the whole family's dressed up in Christmas gear.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody's got something.
Got a little something.
Well, I didn't have a Christmas sweater that matched with anything other than pair of pants.
Sure.
And I don't wear jeans anymore.
No, yeah.
So I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to wear a regular sweatshirt, something comfortable, no upscale sweatshirt.
Yeah, there you
go. But I decided to bust out the Christmas pants.
There you go.
So I have a pair of pajama pants that are Christmas oriented.
Yeah.
Like they're loud and here's what they are, right? So I have that on. And my mother-in-law is in our kitchen. She kind of looks down at me. She goes, so that's what you're wearing, huh? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, Christmas. And she goes, oh. And I look at her, I go, so that's what you're wearing?
Val's past it.
And my dad has the awkward laugh. He's like, ha, 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 ha.
I don't know whether to laugh or not.
And she goes, well, I don't sleep in mine. And I go, well, that's funny. I don't sleep in these either. And I was like, but your leopard print sure looks silly. Now, this is a woman who, when she eats, she doesn't ever swallow her food before she starts talking.
Oh, well, that's tough.
So at this point, I grab a slice of pizza and I stuff it in my mouth. And I look over at my wife and her cousins. We have 6 or 7 people in our house. I go, hey, who am I?
Oh, no.
My wife comes over. She's like, what are you doing? And I go, well, she started it.
I'm finishing it.
I'm finishing it right now.
Dude, the level of petty is...
Hell yeah.
Off the chart.
Christmas, baby. 2025.
Let's go. Dude, I would have paid to see that. Just to have been a bystander.
That woman thinks that everything she says should be like dipped in amber and then decked out in gold to save it. I'm like, you do realize you don't have to talk when you're eating.
Yeah,
ever.
You can finish.
Yeah.
And then
no. Dude, Tug, I'm telling you, this woman's never met a piece of food and a sentence that she won't do at the same time. I swear to you, I am not exaggerating.
Dude, there's some people I know like that too. I think
I really can't wait for Christmas Day when we drive there.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be
so like the time from Wednesday when we hit 10 o'clock until Christmas Day, that belongs to me.
Yeah, no, that's right.
And then by the time we drive there and spend those next several days with my in-laws.
Yeah. Could go either way.
Trying to keep it under wraps.
You're going to get to see a lot of seafood.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of seafood.
And not from the ocean.
Yeah.
Like a 6th grade joke. Seafood.
What it's going to be.
It's
what it's going to be. So, yes, everybody, enjoy your holidays with the family. You're going to love it.
Dude, we're in the countdown, though.
I know.
Countdown.
Between having to tell my dad that Barack Obama's gay and that my mother-in-law is dumb and can't eat food and not talk, we're already into it.
Dude, has any of those people come into your house during that? Because you said this.
No, we already hosted.
Everything's good.
We're solo from there for the next.
Good. So you'll get a reprieve before you have to go to Alabama.
Make it to Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, and then
it's just strictly the family.
And then back.
I only have to deal with preteen and teenage girls fighting with my wife. It's fine.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Totally good.
It's going to drive you crazy. Is it getting better or worse? Because I know.
Oh yeah, no, it's getting worse.
Yeah, but it does. Before I figured so, but I wasn't going to assume that. It gets worse and then it gets better.
I will tell you this. So one of the conversations we had while we were in Tennessee, we have a very talented younger player on our team, on my older daughter's volleyball team, and her mom's like, everything's a fight right now.
Yeah.
She's like, everything's a fight. And she was like, there's nothing she appreciates. I was like, oh, well, it's not just our house.
No, it's not. No, it's definitely not.
So we did a test, all right? We did a test. And what we did is we wanted to let my older daughter pack all of her stuff for Tennessee.
Okay.
Brought out your bag.
Yep.
Here's what the list says. Make sure you pack everything up. She knocked it out of the park about 95%.
Does she leave like one shoe or something?
So, charger for her phone. Okay, small thing.
Yeah.
AirPods that she normally has.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. Those ended up going in my bag. And I thought, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
We got in the hotel room, Tug. And this is Saturday morning. And she's kind of walking around a little bit perturbed. And I was like, what happened? She goes, Mommy forgot to pack my toothbrush.
Uh-oh. But you packed it.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Tell me what 14, soon to be 15-year-old girl should forget to pack a toothbrush and pretend that that's mom's fault. Right. As in, like, who is cleaning your teeth has suddenly become somebody else's responsibility.
Yeah.
These are the things and then mad at her mother because she didn't pack her toothbrush. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Your whole task was your packing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, you packed to 95% and you forgot a toothbrush?
Yeah. That's an important one, too.
Had to, here, take my toothbrush.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually, though, the hotels will have the spares. They always have a little sign that says, hey, if you forget the toothbrush or the razor or something.
Generally, I like the holidays.
Yeah.
It's just been a little trying.
I know. I can tell, man.
Been a little trying
I can sense it a little. It's going to get better, though. It's going to get better.
You're right, Mr. Tugglesworth.
It is going to get better because we're in the countdown to some time off, some days off to relax, recuperate, just...
Well, as we brought up, it's dry dock.
Yeah.
And this sailor's going to go crazy.
That's right.
And his first mate, I'm going to be there to support you.
That's right.
I'm going to be there to like, Tug, what are you doing? Nothing. Awesome.
Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. We have nothing.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Jacob's going to go down to see his buddy, who's the player at Georgia Tech. He's going to go drive down to Orlando after Christmas to go to the bowl game. So that's the extent of the plans.
Are y'all hosting anyone? Do y'all have to go anywhere?
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody comes to our house on Christmas Eve.
Oh, I love it. That's when all your family comes in. They're like, look at how well they're doing.
No.
They start crapping on Tug like he thinks he's Mr. Big Pants.
Not at all.
He left Dalton.
No.
Now he thinks he's all amazing.
That's the thing. No, none of my,
Of course they didn't leave Dalton. They're all going to be over at your house and going to be sitting back talking crap about you.
It's just Mama. That's it, Mama.
He won't let us smoke in here. here.
That's right.
I parked my car in the front yard, and he got all upset.
That's right. I used to be able to smoke right there in the bathroom. I would just open the window and fan it out. Now he's put a stop to it.
He doesn't even have nudie magazines in the bathroom anymore.
Used to be under that that stack of towels, and now they're all gone. I bet that wife of his got rid of them.
No, they're all proper now. Look, they're the proper cowards of Alpharetta.
That's right. You know us. The hillbillies have done better. Tug and Los until 10.
I trapped something outside, Tug. You want to go see it?
Let's shoot it a bunch of times. Figure out what it is. It's under that tarp over there. It's been staked into the ground. See how it's moving around?
I'm not sure it's edible yet. Let's get a closer look.
I'm afraid to open it back up because I'm afraid it's going to come out pissed. This is the Morning Extra on Extra 106.3, 404-741-1230. If you've got stories about misery with family that will make us laugh, and everybody else laugh too, please share that. At Extra 106.3 across the social media platforms.
I heard he ain't even touched meth in years.
Yeah, that's right. I used to bake it right there. Now they cleaned up that bathroom.
I wanted to cook it down in the basement. He said no.
That's right. Curtis had let me. When we continue, Dr. Rich McCormick joins us on Extra 106.3.
If you love 106.3, then you'll love the all-new Extra 106.3 app. It's loaded with replays of your favorite shows like The Morning Extra and The Kimmer Show, podcasts from conservative voices across the South, and access to Extra's crystal clear live stream from anywhere in Georgia. Grab it now for Apple or Android.
Good morning, 4-Hour Club. Let's talk about True Prep. First off, 1000 Cobb Parkway in Marietta, or truprep.com. That's truprep.com. And what does True Prep currently have going on? First off, they have a huge sale right now on ammunition, and you know it. Hey, you want to get better when it comes to shooting? Well, you need ammunition. That's part of the deal there. Well, True Prep is one of the best places in order to get premium ammunition and get it for the right cost. That's part of being ready for whatever your ready is. But True Prep goes even beyond that. They have sales on a regular basis. You can always go over to truprep.com. That's truprep.com. Check out their sales and clearance section. Also, their used guns and gears. Both of them are always up to date with the latest stuff that they have in store, and it's going to be available for you. I always encourage you to go check out the store, but hey, if you want to go online real quick and just see what's in store and then make the trip, you can do that as well. And again, they've got sales going on for the better part of the next 10 days. So get on over to True Prep. That's truprep.com. Prepare today for a worry-free tomorrow with True Prep.
Atlanta Braves single game tickets for the 2026 season are now on sale. Get your tickets for some exciting NL East matchups next season, plus great series against the Red Sox, Cubs, Dodgers, and more. And snag the first giveaway of the season, the Drake Baldwin Rookie of the Year bobblehead presented by Coca-Cola on March 31st during the opening homestand.
Baldwin sends one soaring, got a shot, and that is out of here.
And fans can also look forward to the return of some popular ticket packages, including Hello Kitty, Girls Night Out, and Father's Day Catch on the Field, which includes a 20-minute session on the field after the game to play catch. And the Braves are excited to also announce some brand new ticket packages honoring pop culture icons SpongeBob and Snoopy. And it's never too soon to plan your group outing. Great seats and hospitality spaces are also on sale. So visit Braves.com/promos to see more details and purchase your tickets. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
Faith, family, freedom. These are the cornerstones of America and the foundation for a successful life. But today, all three are under attack. Crushing debt, out-of-control spending, and reckless policies in Washington are threatening your savings, your retirement, and your future. Hi, this is Glenn Beck. The only financial advisory firm I recommend in Atlanta is Nicholas Wealth Management. David Nicholas and his team believe protecting your money is about more than wealth. It's about defending your faith, your family, and your freedom. If your hard-earned retirement is left exposed to market chaos, higher taxes, or inflation, what happens to the life you've worked so hard to build? For over 20 years, David Nicholas has helped families right here in Atlanta fight back with retirement strategies built to better withstand uncertainty. Call Nicholas Wealth Management today, 404-890-5606, or visit nicholaswealth.com. Aim to safeguard your future today.
Nicholas Wealth is an independent financial services firm that uses a variety of different investment strategies. Glenn Beck is not a client and is paid for his endorsement.
For many of us, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing. Hair loss had me feeling like my identity was lost altogether. together. John Michaels here from the locker room with a solution that worked for me. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment. Advanced Hair began regrowing my hair the very next day, and after just one visit. I had been aware of all the pills and lotions that came with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you already have, but I wanted to regrow my hair in specific areas permanently. From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Regrowing my hair with Advanced Hair has been truly life-changing, and for you, it starts with a free consultation. Call now, 872-217-HAIR. Mention John Michaels, and you'll receive $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. It's 872-217-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Holiday season? More like new Ford season at Jim Ellis Ford Sandy Springs.
Totally. The year-end sales event is on and the deals are looking merry and bright.
Whether you want the legendary F-150, the adventure-ready Bronco Sport, or the road trip-ready Explorer, you'll find excellent year-end offers right now.
And Jim Ellis Ford Sandy Springs makes the whole buying process easy.
Start online with the Jim Ellis Expressway, then breeze through the dealership with a transparent, customer-first experience. And here's something special. Your purchase gives back.
Yep, for every vehicle purchased through January 2nd, Jim Ellis Ford Sandy Springs will donate to Must Ministries, helping provide food, shelter, and support for local families this holiday season.
Get a great deal on a new Ford and help spread a little hope. Visit JimEllisFord.com or stop by the showroom in Sandy Springs.
Jim Ellis Ford Sandy Springs, where you can always expect the best.
The stories that matter to you. These are your Georgia headlines.
It's Monday, December 15th. Georgia's set to receive more than $1 billion in FEMA funding from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for infrastructure repairs and disaster recovery. About $671 million will be used for protective health care measures related to the pandemic, including hiring nurses and buying PPE and testing supplies. The remaining funds will support recovery efforts from Hurricane Helene and Tropical Storm Debbie, including debris clearing, road and bridge repairs, and storm protection projects. A Cobb County postal worker resigned after being accused of stealing mail during an investigation. Authorities say the worker opened mail to take gift cards and cash. The thefts allegedly occurred between October 2nd and December 11th. Arrest warrants have been issued for 26-year-old Isis Henson. And high school students from Breakthrough Atlanta distributed 130 books to students at Scott Elementary School as part of the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy's 1 million book giveaway event. The event connected high school students with elementary kids. The goal is to support literacy and encourage younger students, especially at Title I schools. Today's weather sunny and cold with a high of 43. With your headlines, I'm Jerry Payne for Extra 106.3.
Tug and Los until 10 on the Morning Extra. Thank you for being here. We welcome Dr. Rich McCormick to the show. He is the representative from Georgia's 7th Congressional District and happens to be in the district that both Carlos and I live in. And welcome to the show, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thanks so much. It's good to be with you. I apologize. I'm a little hoarse today. We've been going to so many events per night, and it's so loud, and I'm a little bit, I sound bad. I'm not bad. I feel great. Just sound bad.
Can I recommend Throat Coat?
Throat Coat is
the
huge.
tea. That's the tea that all the singers and artists use when they are like that, and they sing every night. A friend of mine, has managed, artists at a pretty high level for years and years, and that's the magic.
All of Nashville bathes in Throat Coat.
Dude, it's the truth. Absolutely right. Throat Coat. You can get it at any.
Easy to remember. Throat Coat. You hear it here first. I hope they just paid you for that.
Yeah, they didn't.
Send us some free Throat Coat. We use it all the time during the fall and winter.
But we appreciate you taking the time, even though it hoarse a little bit. But I want to talk to you about, since that is a topic of discussion right now, is Obamacare, the fact that it was never meant to be successful. It was going to have to use government subsidies. It's the Democrats. They've had it, and it's in their court. But the Republicans need to come up with an alternative to let the free market work, to give affordable health care to the American people. Where do we stand on that now, Dr. McCormick, in your opinion, and what direction are we headed?
You picked a good time, because I just got out of the Doctors Caucus. There's about 14 Republicans that are active in the Doctors Caucus. We sit down, we talk about solutions, we talk about the problems. It's been a problem for many, many years. It's funny. Most people, it's been a back burner issue, and sometimes it has to come to a point where people think it's an emergency for government to actually do something about it. Let's set the table first about the subsidies that all this has been about. The government shutdown, all about the subsidies. Let me give you the objective truth about what it affects. It only affects about 7% of the American populace. And of those 7%, instead of having your premiums increased by about 18%. It increased by 14%. So regardless if we do subsidies or not, you're still going to have double-digit increases for those 7%, plus everybody else is still going to get their massive increase in premiums. So what I want to do is have a truthful conversation about what's happening, because the American people are going to be very angry if and when it gets extended, that the premiums are still going to go up. For 93% of the Americans, it won't affect them at all. And the other 7%, they're going to say, wait, I thought this wasn't supposed to happen. It's still going to happen. It's just going to happen by 4% less than it otherwise would have. So let's talk about where the Affordable Care Act has gotten us so far. First of all, we have a $5.7 trillion healthcare industry in America per year. It's incredibly powerful as a lobbying group. It's, Warnock was the biggest recipient of healthcare lobbying dollars in 2020, last time he ran. I think he got near $1 million just from the healthcare industry. And that's just the portable stuff, not the C4 stuff. Since the Affordable Care Act, you've had an increase on average of your premiums by about 87%. Doctors get paid 30% less when adjusted for inflation. You've seen these insurance companies that have paid, basically, they deny a 30-year claims. You get a surprise billing in the mail. It's like, wait a minute, I thought I paid insurance, but yet it's not paid for. You still have to pay additional. And you have no accountability to the program. So basically, if you weren't able to keep your regular healthcare program that you had previously, so all those things that Obama promised were lies, basically. And so we're stuck with this horrible system, non-competitive system, where people are increasingly frustrated, and just increasing or extending the subsidies is not going to fix the problem at all. And some people, I hate to say this, some people in my own party have said, well, let's just do that so that people can see it won't work. That's a horrible plan, right? If we want to have a realistic approach to how we're going to solve this, pre-authorization, wildly bipartisan, popular. PBM reform, where these in-betweeners for pharmacies that jack up the prices actually get their wings clipped. Put in all kinds of, there's grouping of small businesses where they can get a group discount to bring premiums down. HSA accounts where you basically have an account paid into by you and your employer, and then have catastrophic coverage where you can actually pay cash value rather than paying these insurance premiums that cost 10 times more. There are so many things we can do that would force the prices down and keep people accountable. But quite frankly, the insurance companies that make 230% more in net profits since the Affordable Care Act was brought on board are largely to blame for why we can't get this under control. Their lobbying efforts.
Congressman Dr. Rich McCormick is our guest on the Morning Extra. You talked about that caucus with those group of doctors, and I think there's a lot of wonderful ideas that have been floated throughout Congress. How many does it feel like they're reaching the White House? Because I think we continue to hear President Trump bring up some ideas of making sure that the insurance companies are not receiving this money. But as of now, it seems like everyone's saying we have to do something, but what are we planning on doing? That's the idea moving forward.
Yeah, we're about to find out, because next week it's going to come to a head. We'll be voting on this. We've had discussions amongst our caucus. I've reached out to the White House a couple times through my liaison, and they understand the problem. And it comes down to two things. In Congress, of course, it's hard to pass bills. There's partisan things that we have that you need all the Republicans to vote for, and then you have bipartisan things that are populist that both parties, and the fine balance of those two and getting a bill passed. Sometimes, in order to get something passed with all the Republicans, it means that you're gonna have to leave some things out. And for example, there's two specific Republicans that are protecting PBMs. Now, why? I don't know. I'm sure I'd like to see their disclosures, but they're protecting PBMs, and you have a slim majority. So two guys dropping out, you're already on rocky ground. If you put in populist things that most people like, you may have a few Republicans that don't like it. So you have to take one approach where either you're taking something that's bipartisan or something that's entirely partisan, where you're going to get all the Republicans. The problem is when you start combining them, you'll lose votes on both sides, and that's where it gets tricky. And that's where leadership comes into conflict with people like myself who want to be pragmatic and have real solutions. It makes it very complicated and frustrating.
Dr. Rich McCormick is our guest on the Morning Extra, Tug and Los until 10. How important do you think this is to Donald Trump as an issue? And then secondly, how does it affect the midterms, good or bad?
So healthcare costs is the number one expense for all families in America, both as your tax dollars and private dollars. The average family of four pays over $30,000 for health premiums per year. That's insane. Insane when you consider what you get out of that. It's the biggest spending item for government. It's the biggest thing when you talk about Medicaid and Medicare combined, and it's the biggest inflationary cost. In other words, the most rapidly increasing major cost in American lives. So President Trump knows it's a major issue. It's been a major issue since before he got back in office, and now he's having to deal with the Democrats' leftovers. I think the midterms are going to be based on a couple things. First of all, you're going to have a bunch of jobs that are replaced by AI. You see that at Amazon, 30,000 layoff, Walmart, all the big industry folks are laying off people not because the economy's bad, the economy's good, but AI makes people more efficient, and if you need fewer people, you can lay off people, and that's unfortunate. We're gonna have to go through an adjustment period in America that has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. It was easy to predict, hard to prepare for. You're going to see, whether we're going to have inflation or not, whether the tariffs actually result in that, if it's passed on. I think we're doing great with energy. That taps that down. I hope we're going to get another prime rate cut. But this healthcare thing is right up there in the top three, if not number one right now, because it's so dang expensive. And so he is aware of it. He's just trying to figure out what we can actually pass, because it doesn't matter if it's like Elon Musk once said, I got a million great ideas, but the question is, what can I actually execute?
Congressman Dr. Rich McCormick is our guest, and that's talking about the broader issue. Obviously, this is going to take up most of December and I believe into the new year. But what else is on the agenda? Because I know we're always looking for, okay, what's the next fight? Is there going to be a looming shutdown that we'll have to look at once again as we get into January? What is the goal as of right now? Is it just to get through this healthcare and then let's go from there and see where that next fight starts in January?
Yeah, there'll be another reconciliation in January. We'll try to get all of our bills kind of put together. Right now, the healthcare is the big fight. We just passed the NDAA. Ways and Means is passing their bill. So we're actually doing pretty good on passing substantive bills that are actually going to make a difference. For as much criticism as the big, beautiful bill got, and the renaming, it did what we were supposed to do, lock in corporate tax rates, lock in R&D credits, all things that are good for the future of business. But I think healthcare is the big fight. And next week we're going to find out where we're at.
Congressman Dr. Rich McCormick on the Morning Xtra and Extra 106.3. Going back to what you said about AI and how that's going to potentially, and not even potentially, you're already seeing it, jobs being cut. That actually plays into Donald Trump's strong suit, and I don't know if he'll capitalize on this or not, or y'all in Congress, when we talk about immigration and people being removed from the country or allowing less people into the country. There's going to be fewer jobs. There's not going to be enough jobs for people because of AI taking them. This actually kind of dovetails nicely, no?
It's perfect, actually, and you're spot on. H-1B is vastly unpopular right now with both parties. I hate to say that because it served its purpose. And it gave us, it was a great brain drain from the rest of the world where we got some incredible individuals. Elon Musk is here because of that. We've benefited from talent from all over the world, but it's a time where we're going to have to readjust. And I also want to point out that there's lots of immigration, legal immigration that comes here per year, whether it be through the J1, L1, H1B. But it's not just tech jobs. It's healthcare, hotels, construction, agriculture, you name it. So we got to be careful not to group everything into just tech. Now, we're going to have to adjust because of this. You're right. We have kids that have put their heart and soul into advanced education, gotten great degrees, and their jobs should not be in jeopardy because you get cheaper talent from overseas. We need to adjust for sure. But there's still going to be needs for America on people that have other special talents that we need here in America, and we can't close our eyes and throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. Still going to need doctors. We don't have enough doctors. We don't have enough nurses. Got a ton of people retiring. You don't want to have a shortage of those. It's going to mess up the healthcare system even more. So this is the right time to act on this. My personal opinion is we should right-size it every year based on our needs. And then if we have to send people home, we'll do that. If we need to import people for certain specific jobs that we don't have the talent for, we'll do that for that year and then reevaluate the next year whether you get to stay or not. But it needs to be a year-by-year analysis instead of this blanket rule like we've done traditionally where we have a certain number. 10,000, 20,000 for a certain thing. Those days are over. We're able to adjust on the fly now.
Congressman Dr. Rich McCormick is our guest on the Morning Extra. Working with your hands, being that sort of a creative person. I think when we talk about the evolution of AI, I think part of what we have to do moving forward is we have to get rid of the stigma of the blue collar job. You know, we spent the past 30 years looking at a blue collar job as being somehow detrimental to who you are as a person. Moving forward, as we increase, hopefully, our manufacturing in this country, that's going to be the strength of the economy and the strength of the future, in my opinion. What say you about that?
I think you make a great politician because you're spot on. Sorry, that's going to probably a bad thing to say nowadays, but I don't think you want to instantly become unpopular with half the population as soon as you put an RD next to your name. But you're right on. I mean, I've been encouraging my middle son, who didn't really know what to do. He just got his degree at Kennesaw State, and I said 4 years ago, I mean, nothing wrong with what degree he got, and I'm glad he went there, but be an electrician. You'll make as much as a doctor. You'll never be replaced by AI. Be a plumber. You can band together with other plumbers and start your own business, make millions of dollars per year. I mean, be a welder. I mean, there are so many great things to do out there where you will not be replaced. High demand, underserved communities. We need to revamp our education system altogether to fit the needs of America, just like we do with our immigration. Right now, we give Pell Grants and state need grants to people who get worthless degrees and never apply. Those days need to be over. We need to develop courses that basically encourage kids to go into things they can make money at, to have a good living, and destigmatize those professions, like you said, so that people feel very good about doing something that's worthwhile.
Dr. Rich McCormick, thank you so much. Before we let you go, the thing I think we enjoy about having you on the show the most is that everything you bring up is from a common sense point of view. And I appreciate that, man, because there's not a lot of that out there. So thank you.
Amen, brother. That's why I get frustrated up here.
I can only imagine.
But I'm really lacking.
I can only imagine the how irritating it must be on those days when you can't get anything done within your own party or with help from the other side, and it's all based on common sense, and you're like, how are you missing this point? It's just.
Hey, I'll end with this. It's interesting. You guys bring up an excellent point. All these things, I'm a really conservative guy, but I also realize anything that divides our party, in other words, we have more liberal members, and you're not going to replace them if they're from a super moderate district. But everything we argue about, we're never going to pass anyways. We have a 3-4 vote majority.
Yeah.
So all this arguing we do doesn't solve anything. Let's find the things we can actually agree on as a party, or something that's bipartisan. There are things we can pass on both sides. And that's what matters is the progress we make, not the bickering we do.
Yeah, it makes for good TV. That's about it.
That's it. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Rich McCormick, the best. On the Morning Extra on Extra 106.3, Tug and Los until 10. When we come back, the reason you're not hearing about the Epstein files anymore should be pretty obvious to you. If not, we'll make it obvious. Next on Extra.
The latest sports news, powered by 680 The Fan, and driven to extra listeners by RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs, Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz connection since 1964.
Good morning. Here are your sports headlines for Monday, December 15th. Big injuries in the NFL. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been eliminated from the playoffs. Bigger news for the team, though, is that quarterback Patrick Mahomes will miss the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. As far as the Green Bay Packers, they expected to be without pass rusher Micah Parsons for the remainder of the season. The team believes that he has a torn ACL. Week 15 in the NFL closes out with Monday Night Football tonight. The 7-6 Pittsburgh Steelers host the 6-7 Miami Dolphins. That kickoff is set for 8:15, and the Atlanta Hawks are now 15-12 on the season after a 120-117 win over the Philadelphia 76ers last night. With your sports headlines, I'm Carlos Medina.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's 22 degrees outside. It is flipping freezing. Make sure that your home is as comfortable as it possibly can be with central heating and air conditioning. Call Chuck and his team so you can stay comfortable year-round when it's 22 or when it's 92. Either way, you want to be comfortable. How do you do it? Central can come out and do a maintenance agreement with you. That way, they maintain it and make sure it works the way it's supposed to. twice a year they come out and do that. If there's some sort of repair, get a nice discount when they're out there to do the maintenance work. So it's a great thing to have a plan with them. And then if it's too late and you need to replace the system right now, you can get a great Carrier system from Chuck and his team at Central Heating and Air Conditioning. They've been serving Atlanta for 78 years. They're local. They're actually local. A lot of companies been bought out these days that still say that they're a local company, but that is not the case. Chuck and his team, they are indeed. When you call them at 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com, you will speak with someone. They'll be there to answer the phone. It's not automation hell, which is the worst, but it's 22 degrees outside. Today might be the day, if things are going wrong, to call Central Heating and Air Conditioning. 770-GET-HEAT, centralheat.com.
The holidays are here, and there's no better time to unwrap a new Chevy from Jim Ellis Chevrolet.
That's right. It's the season of savings, and Jim Ellis Chevrolet has year-end offers on your favorite models, from the TechSmart Equinox to the family-ready Traverse to the powerful Silverado that's built for every holiday haul.
And the best part? The buying experience is fast, friendly, and convenient. Start your purchase online with the Jim Ellis Expressway and save time at the dealership.
Plus, their team really knows how to take care of you. No pressure, no stress, just great service.
And this season, buying a Chevy does even more good. Because every new or pre-owned vehicle sold through January 2nd, Jim Ellis Chevrolet will make a donation to Must Ministries, helping provide food, shelter, and hope to families in our community this holiday season.
Big savings, great service, and a chance to give back.
Visit JimEllisChevrolet.com or stop by Jim Ellis Chevrolet on Peachtree Boulevard just inside the perimeter.
Jim Ellis Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Of all the radio ads I've ever done, I only advertised one thing that I think saved my life. My CPAP machine, sleep apnea. And I found the best CPAP dealer out there ever, Roddy, at CPAPs, etc. in Alpharetta. CPAPsETC.com. Everything you need, all the supplies, shipped anywhere at a price that often beats insurance. CPAPsETC.com. Go take a peek now.
Here's a fantastic holiday gift idea for the cook in your life. Treat them to a day at Southern Thunder Barbecue School, a hands-on cooking experience where you'll learn award-winning technique for cooking melt-in-your-mouth, competition-quality barbecue. Full details online at southernthunderbbq.com.
We all know that life can be unpredictable. The moment you're planning that family trip and then the next somebody is sick. And that's why I want to talk to you about the Jace case, your ultimate safety net when emergencies strike. The Jace case isn't just that mess of medications behind the mirror up in the cabinet. It's an organized, doctor-prescribed case of life-saving tools paired with a set of cards explaining exactly how and when to use these medications. The case is peace of mind in a time of uncertainty. Imagine having your essential prescriptions right at your fingertips, ready to go when you need them most. Whether it's a sudden allergy flare-up or a common cold, you won't have to scramble to find the help you need. It's about taking charge of your health and being prepared no matter what life throws at you. When you order your Jace case today, use the promo code BECK at jace.com for a discount. Don't wait for the unexpected to catch you off guard. Be ready with the right medications on hand the moment you need them. At jase.com, jace.com, promo code BECK.
Hold on a minute. It's only the Kimmer, and the family's coming for the holidays, and your windows look like they came along with the Pilgrims. Jeff at Peach State Windows has your solution. Get this 8 premium Energy Star double-hung replacement windows fully installed for just $39.95. Yep, 8 windows installed for under $4,000. Jeff's friend of mine worked with him 25 years ago, his first time. His family-owned team has been serving Georgia more than 50 years. Make your home warm and tight and beautiful before Georgia guests arrive. How about 0% financing for 12 months? PeachStateWindows.com.
As the left's agenda continues to fail, the whining will only continue to get louder.
I will not stop today. I will not stop tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Extra 106.3 will continue to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Support our veterans and first responders and be the voice of your community when it matters most. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Tug and Los until 10 on Extra 106.3. Thank you for being here. Man, this is going to be a interesting day because there's so much to talk about, and usually it ends up with Islamic terrorism. So,
well, yeah. I mean, you want to start with Rob Reiner instead?
Yeah. Well, we can do that too. Absolutely right.
And by the way, the dichotomy, the pure difference in, hey, Hollywood director and writer who contributed, and last night when word ends up breaking out there that him and his wife have been murdered.
Yeah.
And we're all like, that's awful. It's significantly different than what happened when, let's say, I don't know, somebody takes a shot at Donald Trump or Charlie Kirk gets assassinated.
That's exactly right.
We are not compatible with each other.
No, because it is, it's an incredibly sad story, and wouldn't wish that on anybody. Would certainly never celebrate it. Would never take any joy out of it. I don't know how.
You want to tell me how drugs aren't a problem again?
Yeah. It's
that your drug addicted son, who's 32 years old, reportedly is the person who decided to stab to death
his parents,
2 people.
His parents.
Yeah.
Murder's terrible at any time it happens, right? But there's a different level of insanity.
Kind of sounds like drugs.
When you stab your parents to death. I mean, that's... I don't even know where to begin with that, to be honest. I just can't imagine being that in a situation where that would even be a possibility. But I will give Rob Reiner credit as a guy that was, obviously very anti-Trump and, a very left-leaning guy. He did when the Charlie Kirk thing happened. He was one of the very, very few that I remember hearing him say, "Dude, this is not good."
Yeah, he said it's beyond the pale.
Yeah, exactly. He was one of the
this is not
very,
supposed
very
to be
few. The way it happens,
the level of our discourse is not supposed to reach the point where assassination is in play.
Yeah, and is just accepted.
But I mean, let's face it. I've been told that whatever your rhetoric is, then you reap what you sow, right? I mean, that's what I've been told.
Yeah, over and over again. And I bet that will continue. I don't expect that's going to change anytime soon.
So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's just the bizarre story because I saw it, like you, just the last night, and there wasn't much to it.
I was busy trying to watch football, and then I'm like, oh, look.
Oh, my God.
This is pretty nasty.
Yeah, the notifications came in. And then you have all the, obviously, Brown University. You have the soldiers killed in Syria. At what point, let's just take Syria specifically. At what point are we just going to get our people away from that, whatever that is, that losing situation? That is a loser.
I have a better idea. Maybe we should import it.
Yeah, well, we've done that, so lucky you.
The Australians found out.
Yeah, they certainly did. And you know what scares you? It should scare you even more, that Tulsi Gabbard says there's 18,000 known terrorists in the United States right now that Joe Biden imported.
We were told that during the Biden years, that we don't know who's come across the border and that our intelligence believes there's plenty of them here.
18,000 was the number that Tulsi said.
They're like, we basically imported a bunch of sleeper cells.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, who do you think can afford, typically, to spend the kind of money that the Mexican coyotes were charging to have people come from around the world?
$10,000.
Yeah.
Planes landing in Mexico, and then you get the escort up to the border and coached how to get across. Yeah, they ain't doing that free. It's unbelievable, dude. What we're experiencing is unbelievable. And they foiled a plot in Germany to... Islamists were wanting to drive a car through a Christian celebration of Christmas. So they foiled that, thankfully. But then you definitely have the Australia thing that Los just brought up. You have Syria. You have Brown University, which they're saying the person, which they can't find at this point, yelled something before he killed. And it was a Jewish professor's classroom. She was not present. There was a teaching assistant in there. One of the desks we know is a young conservative woman who was the leader of the Young Republicans on campus at Brown University. That person has died. Are we starting to see a trend? Is there a trend that I'm noticing, that I'm seeing? Can we talk about the trend, or is that banished?
Well, the only issue as far as trying to string all these together is that there is a denial of reality.
Yes, that's right.
For instance, we had somebody who decided to, obviously go on a spree over at Brown University. And we said, well, I mean, the media had a pretty good idea who it was. And the problem is that the narrative didn't fit their script. It was fanatical left-wing person who just went A-Best crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, that doesn't work. All right, so let's bury that one. Let's make sure that goes away.
Yep.
When we had the issue with terrorists activating in Australia, well, I mean, that's supposed to be a gunless society.
Oh, yeah, they gave it their guns 96.
Yet you have two people that look like they have perfectly good operating guns shooting at people that are unarmed.
But Los, the gun laws would prevent that.
Well, you would think, right?
That's what I was told. Who's not going to follow that law? Who?
There is a denial of reality. And what a lot of this comes down to when it comes to the left is that they consistently, outside of you and me, they don't look to push their values onto us. They look to apply them worldwide and look to say, well, I mean, this is how I would do it, and so everybody else should basically fall right in line. The rest of the world's not doing that.
Yeah, how's that working?
Not going to work. Doesn't work.
That's why the Second Amendment is so very important. And there will never be a day that I hand my guns over. Ever. Cold, dead hand. That's when I'll turn it over. When it is taken from me.
Sorry, sir. Those fell off my boat.
That's right. I have no idea where they are.
I was sniping bass,
That's right.
and they're gone.
That's right.
At the bottom of a lake.
That's
it's
right.
a problem.
I'll tell you which lake. It's that one right over there. I think. It could be that other one. I don't remember exactly, but they're in there. You should continue to look. Islamic terror is happening because leftists' values. Well, that they allow for it. Next on Xtra 106.3.
Favorite Extra shows are streaming live video from the studio on Extra 106.3's YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Extra YouTube channel and get the Morning Extra and the Kimmer Show in live digital video.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
You know, Los, we found a better way for customers to buy a car. An honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee.
How do you prove that?
We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal.
How much can people save when they buy their next vehicle with the honest car guy?
I've saved people upwards of $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, it really depends on the year, the make, the model of the car, and the price of the car. You know, on a $15,000 car, I can't save you $20,000. We can probably save you $2,000 or $3,000. But it's through the course of the whole sale. The big one here that people don't realize, the financing. You go into the dealership, they tell you your rate's 9%. Well, really, it's probably 7% because they're allowed to make 2 points on there. The honest car guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, try the honest car guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME1 or honestcarguy.com.
Ain't nothing beats the cozy comfort of a warm fireplace on a cool Georgia night. Tug here for Chimney Solutions. But before you light that fire, make sure the chimney's clean, safe, and ready with my friends at Chimney Solutions. Atlanta's trusted chimney experts for over 25 years. Did you know that a dirty and damaged chimney could lead to dangerous carbon monoxide leaks or even chimney fires? Don't take that chance. Chimney Solutions certified technicians use state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your home and family are protected. They also specialize in gas log conversion, fireplace remodeling, and energy-efficient chimney caps that keep pests and rain out and heat in. From cozy cottages to luxurious homes, thousands of Atlantans trust Chimney Solutions to keep the heart of their home burning bright. Visit chimneysolutions.com to read actual customer testimonials. chimneysolutions.com. Chimney Solutions, keeping Georgia homes safe, warm, and beautiful for over 25 years.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
John Michaels here. You know I love passion, toughness, and honoring the people who give everything. That's why 13 Heroes Premium Spirits hits home. It was created for the 13 American heroes we lost in Afghanistan, and this holiday season, you can support their legacy. Order direct from 13heroes.com, where a per-bottle donation is going to go straight to the heroes at the Warrior Alliance. And it's guaranteed to exceed expectation as it's clean and award-winning. Make a difference this season. Order today at 13heroes.com. 13 Heroes, honor, strength, and incredible bourbon.
The Morning Extra, every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
This is a Fox News alert. A famous movie director being mourned in Hollywood. I'm Dave Anthony. Rob Reiner first gained fame as an actor on TV.
Gloria, if I thought for 1 second that boy was my son...
He won Emmys for his role as Meathead on All in the Family. Then Reiner became an acclaimed director of movies, including Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, and When Harry Met Sally. Rob Reiner was 78. He and his wife, Michelle, were found stabbed to death in their Los Angeles home.
There are multiple reports that police are talking to a family member of the Reiners.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in L.A. says one of their children is reportedly a person of interest.
32-year-old Nick Reiner, his son, who has been open in the past about his struggles with drug addiction and mental health issues.
A mass shooter remains on the loose around Providence, Rhode Island.
A stunning turn of events here at Brown University when authorities last night at about 11:30 at night held that press conference and told the world that they had the wrong guy and are now looking for a person of interest, the gunman responsible for killing 2 students and wounding 9 other students at the engineering and physics building.
That's Fox's Brian Yennis. Even more people were gunned down on a beach in Australia.
I saw children falling to the floor, so elderly I saw, invalids I saw, people just, it was an absolute bloodbath, blood gushing everywhere.
He watched as 2 gunmen murdered 15 and wounded at least 38 more.
A father 50 years old and a son 24 targeted a park at Sydney's famous Bondi Beach, where there was an event with hundreds of people gathered to celebrate the first day of Hanukkah. Officials describe it as a terrible act of anti-Semitism. In fact, an act of terrorism against the Jewish community.
Fox's Greg Palcott. The father was killed by police, the son disarmed by a bystander and injured. President Trump vows retaliation in Syria after ISIS attack over the weekend killed 2 Americans. America's listening to Fox News.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Captid Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Does your friend listen to an old station whose news gives them the blues? Set your friend right. Tell him to download the Extra 106.3 app.
Tug and Los until 10 on Extra 106.3. It is a cold Monday, but we're going to get you through it with all the news that is news and a lot of it bad news. So just buckle up.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The world's nuts. We're going to make sense of it.
Yeah, or as best we can, because some of it I don't know that you can make sense of it.
And I'm going to make more jokes about weird stuff going on over the Christmas holidays.
Yeah, that's right.
Because no matter what, whatever's going on around the world, then you have the problem of your family that's going to be in your own backyard.
That you can't get away from.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're inviting terror.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and I'm not saying it's terrorism or cancer, but you're inviting terror into your own life.
Torture even, baby.
I mean, you got 10 days until it's like, oh, it's right here.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, today.
You have to deal with all sorts of family, with the weird snoring.
10 days out.
Chewing with their mouth open. That's my mother-in-law. And just all the stuff that comes along with it. The judging that goes on.
Yeah.
Like when you go into church and everyone's still thinking about how that's your second wife or third. Everybody tries to pretend like she's the original one.
She's the one. Sometimes it takes a day or two to get it all figured out.
That's right.
And we're going to do our best to figure it out here too. Morning Extra at Extra 106.3. We can start, I guess, with because you got the soldiers in Syria. You've got the attack at Brown University, and they ask that the community stay vigilant because they have no idea. I mean, they've botched that so badly up there with, and it's not necessarily that surprising. Then you have the terrorist attack at Bondi Beach in Australia, and the crazy thing is, Los, that one was a father and son. There was like a tandem of people, and they killed 15. Ages 10 to 86.
Awful.
And the Australians have no idea how to fix this. They have no idea, or they're not willing to listen to the right idea.
Well, the complicated part about all of this is that you have this father-son tandem that decides, obviously, they're going to take up arms in a country that, well, you de-armed yourself like 20 years ago, and yet this occurs. And, of course, the left's one response to it is like, well, it's only 10 dead. Look what happens here. Like, okay, that's some sort of justification for any of this stuff. The problem is when you see one of the videos where one of the men gets disarmed by somebody who decided, I've had it with this. That was also reportedly a Muslim man. So you have these two guys that have decided we're going to Allah Akbar all over the place, and we're going to take out as many people at a Jewish festival as possible.
Yeah, celebrating the first day of Hanukkah.
And yet a Muslim man is the one who disarms him. And then the other complicated part is he didn't kill him.
No, he didn't.
He's got the rifle because he's like, the guy's disarmed.
Didn't know how to use the rifle, is my understanding.
Sure.
Yeah.
And just decided, all right, well, that's what it's going to be. And
so he goes to meet up with his son, regroups, and starts shooting again.
Go get another rifle.
That's right. Yeah.
But the complicated part of all of this is that if you think about, oh, hey, was there a hero involved in this? Okay, the guy took a rifle away from somebody who'd gotten closer. And so the very problem that Australian has imported was also what at least curtailed it.
Yeah.
It points to the fact that there's no blanket way to deal with any of this stuff.
I think it's pretty straightforward. If you hate the country, you shouldn't be here. Now, figuring that out is going to be a little more difficult. But when you know 18th, at least in the United States, because Tulsi Gabbard said there's 18,000 known terrorists, 18,000. That's where you start. Get underway with that. And she says they are. She says they're working vigorously to get those people straightened out and out of the country. I don't know, man. I know that the
well, how do you identify? And we'll play some of the audio of this later.
Well, as soon as they start saying "I hate America" on camera, that's where I would start.
That's probably a dead giveaway. But
that's where I'd begin.
But you had this from The View. The minute it was discussed, well, what if we start using some of these people's social media? And it was like, well, you can't do that. I'm like, the hell you can.
You'd be crazy not to.
My company hires in part by looking into your social media.
You'd be crazy not to.
Like, why are you drunk in 50 of these pictures and there's 60 of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why is your profile you passed out? You think you make bad decisions? If you're going to use everything, use everything. Yeah.
No,
why not?
I'm with you.
And here's the issue that you run into, and this is the Prime Minister of Australia. And so the Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese. And listen to him try and explain this away, basically using this is always what the left does. They try and sugarcoat a problem that's right in your face.
Yeah, left unchecked, as you were just saying, anti-Semitism leads to terrorism and violence targeting the innocent. Your government has come under criticism in claiming that it has effectively responded to the rise of anti-Semitism in Australia since October 7, 2023. In September, your government recognised a Palestinian state. Your ministers have attacked the Israeli government. Senior ministers refused to visit the sites of the October 7 massacres. and you created a special Islamophobia envoy alongside an anti-Semitism envoy. Have you taken the threat of anti-Semitism seriously, and can you guarantee the safety of Jewish Australians?
Yes, we have taken it seriously. And we've continued to act. We've continued to work with Jewish community leaders. We've continued to take all the advice from the security agencies to put in place special measures, and we'll continue to do so.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better.
That feels great.
If I'm in Australia,
we're taking it seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
This is going to come to a head, and the only thing that's keeping it from coming to a head is the political correct answer. As we go back to the 90s, when you start deciding, hey, it's Australia for Australians. Very honestly, if I'm Australia and I'm Australian today, I'm like, you don't need to import killers. You don't need to import the people that want to take my head off. But there's plenty of people around here that want to do it anyway.
Right.
So at least let me get killed by another Australian. But they won't be able to do it with guns, right?
Well, so they say. Seems like it's relatively easy if you were to look there. That's the thing, dude. It's not just Australia. It's us. It's the Europeans.
The Western civilization.
The entire West. And there's the UAE foreign minister. He said back in 2017, radical Islam is not going to come from the Middle East because we don't treat it with kid gloves.
They go after it.
We can't because we recognize what it is, and we're not afraid to call it what it is. In the United States and Europe and Australia, they're horrified. The leftists that run it all are horrified just to call it what it is.
But this is where things have transitioned from PC culture to now woke culture. Like PC culture was you just didn't say anything about it. Woke culture is like, let's just do it and then just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Come on in. Hey, somebody goes a little crazy. Well, I mean, that's just the cost of doing business of bringing people in here to vote for us.
Just one, though. Just one.
Just here and there.
Yeah. Just
what's a big deal?
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to be concerned too terribly about. But in all of them, in all the cases, it's radical Islam. It was radical Islam in Syria. It was radical Islam in Australia. And it appears on the surface, not confirmed, but it appears it is radical Islam at Brown University. Because if you recall, that's the reason Donald Trump went after Brown University so hard. Because they had hired so many anti-Semitic professors and pro-Islamic professors. Because we already knew that was a hotbed. We already knew that was a problem. There is a man that was a commentator, a political commentator, Douglas Murray, who said, get ready for what the Islamists and crazy leftists want to do. Listen to this. Be ready because it's going to get real fast.
I believe very strongly today that people in America, Europe, Britain, the rest of the West are going to have to get serious very fast. Because something is going to happen. I don't know what, but something is going to happen in my lifetime that is going to bring the kind of reality that the people of Israel saw on the 7th to the people of America, to the people of Europe, to the people of Britain. And we should prepare for that, and we should prepare a generation for that. And we should encourage them. They've got to break out of the thing they're in, these ignoramuses, the narcissists, the navel gazers. We've got to tell them that the age of grievance is over. The age of grievance will be over with an age of heroism and courage. And we should encourage that from everybody. And if these other people who want to hold us all back and want to make us talk about things that are so banal and boring, like gender woo-woo and I'm feeling non-binary, no, don't have time for you. Get out the way. Life's too serious. Get ready.
Dude, and he's so right. Because everybody has forgotten 9/11. And he's talking about something will happen like it happened in Israel. And we're not ready for it, dude. The entire generation, the next generation, whatever you want to call it, the younger generation, they are not ready. They have no idea what's coming.
The left gets very frustrated with us because we look at the Second Amendment as one of the foundational fundamental rights of this country, in part because that's part of what was the founding of this country, that we should be armed to whatever level that we consider ourselves to be. And then the left gets immediately upset when there's ever any sort of shooting, and they're like, see, you and your Second Amendment. Well, again, that gun didn't shoot anybody. It was somebody who decided to use it for a purpose that was obviously awful.
No different than running a car through a Christian celebration that was foiled in Germany. That would have been the weapon.
At the same time, we look at them and we go, look at these illegals doing all of these crimes. Look at these people that are radicalized and become terrorists. And they look at it as like, well, you don't do anything about guns. We're not doing anything about them. They're both empowering each one of us. Like, you're talking about people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about something that can't do anything on its own.
Yeah, right. This is something that will lay here. No different than my phone won't make a call.
My phone won't make, exactly. This can ain't opening itself.
No, that's right.
But that's the way they look. They look at the same thing. As much as we hold guns dear to who we are, they hold the illegal. They hold the radical. They hold somebody who's from some other place in this world, and they look at them as being important because it means power.
Power. That's exactly right. Power to defend yourself or power to take over. Because that's, I mean, let's be honest, that's what the left wants to do, right? They want to take over. They want to cut the United States down because it's not worthy. You don't deserve all this freedom that you're experiencing, and we're going to take all that away from you, and you better be ready for it. That's the part that they're not, dude. No one is ready for it.
And then it also makes you wonder about, I don't want to just paint it as incompetence, but you do have, like, the Brown University shooter still out there.
Yeah, that's
like person of entrance. We're talking about 800 cameras around, and yet it feels like that particular area of the country doesn't want to get to the bottom of this because they know it's not going to be good.
Oh, of course. They know it's going to be.
They know it's going to play in something that's not going to work well for them.
That's right.
Like, got to get around to this at some point.
And then Donald Trump will be proven right again. That they've imported and they've hired.
The billionaire who keeps using common man talk that gets spun as, well, it's his dangerous rhetoric. What's the problem with telling people simple truth? That's what they seem to run from.
Yeah.
Simple truth here.
Well, because they don't believe that is the truth. They believe that is some misunderstanding, misinterpretation.
The Teachers Lounge consistently takes their own views and tries to portray them as being holier than thou and this idyllic society, yet they want to ignore what the realism of what's going on.
Oh, that's absolutely right. Dude, yeah, because everything's the idealistic view. Well, we're gonna be so nice.
Well, if you're just nice to everybody, everything will be fine.
Right, won't it? I mean, you'll invite the entire third world into your country and everything will be fine.
And they'll let go of any of their radicalism because we brought them in here and we gave them cell phones and an apartment.
And paychecks. We hooked them up with checks.
They won't do anything wrong anymore.
Why would they?
In fact, you know what we did? We made sure to put them at our universities so we could educate them.
Right.
Oh, they'll suddenly come around.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the educators are now radicalizing, random white kid from Rhode Island. So it's so absurd that common sense is always going to win out. Common sense is always going to be the right path. And yet they will reject it every time. It's just, I hate to say it, you're going to get 9/11 again. It's coming. So it may not be flying into buildings, but it'll be something.
Well, we're a generation removed from it.
That's right. You're 20.
We're coming up on 25 years.
Yeah.
And that's why the vigilance starts to kind of wane. And the fact is, we got hit at that point because our vigilance was waning. And you let terrorists know that we will run from a fight. Now, we spent 20 years basically proving, no, we won't. We'll go into your backyard. But at this point, like, we're trying to walk a tightrope here. We're trying to let the rest of the world know, don't mess with us. At the same time saying, we don't want to go in your backyard and do this anymore.
Yeah, I don't want another drop of American blood shed in the Middle East.
I would love
Zero.
it. I'd love if we were very vigilant with Tomahawk missiles.
Yes, that's right.
But
get our folks out of there. Get them out of there immediately, if not sooner. And then figure out what to do with the 18,000 terrorists that Tulsi Gabbard was talking about. 18,000 known terrorists that are imported into the United States. So when 9/11 happened, there were 12 hijackers. We have imported 18,000. I'm not trying to be anything except
just letting you know, then the numbers.
Stating the obvious. I'm just trying to state the obvious. Call it what you want. I call it the truth because that's what it is. What is possible in America and what expectations comes with that possibility? Next on Xtra 106.3.
When political discourse gets ugly, count on Xtra 106.3 to be the voice of reason when tempers flare. The violent rhetoric from the left won't change our mission. It won't affect our hearts, and it won't stop us from being the voice of our community. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Xtra 106.3 FM and the Xtra app.
When you're choosing a company to do exterior remodel with, realize that most companies last 4 years. So if you get cracks in that siding, your roof leaks in year 7, guess what? You're screwed. You're out of luck. At Southern Exteriors, they've been proudly serving Atlanta homeowners since 1999. Every warranty comes with real peace of mind because they're here to honor it. If a problem comes up, the week after you get your work done or 20 years later, you'll know exactly where to find them. 877-9-SOUTHERN, southernexteriors.co. You won't be chasing people. You won't be trying to figure out who it was you called. It's just a local company that you can count on. It's as simple as that. So if you need windows, doors, siding, roofing, gutters, if you need that work done to the exterior of your home, call Southern Exteriors today. 877-9-SOUTHERN, southernexteriors.co, southernexteriors.co.
Gentlemen, listen up. When it's not hard, it's really hard. Did you know that 50% of men over 50 have some form of ED? It's true, and I'm one of them. ED followed me everywhere. Heck, even my initials are ED. I'm Dr. Eric Deal from Total Body Therapy of Georgia, and I know ED. It can lead to feelings of embarrassment, stress, and sadness. But there's good news. I can fix it. I fixed mine, and I can fix yours too. At Total Body Therapy of Georgia, we are experts in the P-shot, testosterone replacement, regenerative therapy, trimix to create an erection, and more. Guys, ED won't get better on its own, but I can help you today. Call us at 404-777-1911. That's 404-777-1911, or learn about us more online at tbtofga.com. So take it from me, ED, Dr. Eric Deal at Total Body Therapy of Georgia. Call 404-777-1911 or online at tbtofga.com.
Thousands of veterans across Georgia are missing out on the benefits they've earned through their service. The Warrior Alliance is changing that by connecting veterans and their families to life-changing resources and support. Tune into the Warrior Alliance Network, our podcast and radio show dedicated to helping veterans succeed after service. Join us every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 106.3 to hear inspiring veteran stories, discover free programs, and learn about career opportunities available to you. Subscribe to the Warrior Alliance YouTube channel today.
Hey Atlanta, it's Mark from Atlanta Safe House. We have an important announcement. We've moved to a new location to serve you better. That's right, Atlanta Safe House has moved to a new location in Alpharetta. So come check out the largest selection of safes in the Southeast. Brands include Browning, Fort Knox, Champion, and many more. So stop by their showroom today or go to atlantasafehouse.com. And remember, at Atlanta Safe House, we don't just sell safes, we sell peace of mind.
The holidays just got better at Jim Ellis Buick GMC. They sure did, with amazing year-end offers on Buick and GMC models.
Looking for comfort and style? Check out the Buick Enclave or Encore GX.
Need something strong and capable? The GMC Acadia, Canyon, and Sierra are ready for every holiday adventure.
And the buying experience is as smooth as the vehicles. Friendly staff, transparent pricing, and the Jim Ellis Expressway, so you can start your purchase online.
And this season, your purchase gives back in a big way, because now through January 2nd, Jim Ellis Buick GMC will donate to Must Ministries with every vehicle sold. helping provide food, shelter, and support to families across our community.
Shop great vehicles, enjoy great service, and help make the holidays brighter for someone else. Visit JimEllisBuickGMC.com.
Or shop in person, located on Peachtree Boulevard, just inside the perimeter, or off Highway 20 in Buford.
Jim Ellis Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The stories that matter to you. These are your Georgia headlines.
It's Monday, December 15th. Georgia's set to receive more than $1 billion in FEMA funding from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for infrastructure repairs and disaster recovery. About $671 million will be used for protective health care measures related to the pandemic, including hiring nurses and buying PPE and testing supplies. The remaining funds will support recovery efforts from Hurricane Helene and Tropical Storm Debbie, including debris clearing, road and bridge repairs, and storm protection projects. A Cobb County postal worker resigned after being accused of stealing mail during an investigation. Authorities say the worker opened mail to take gift cards and cash. The thefts allegedly occurred between October 2nd and December 11th. Arrest warrants have been issued for 26-year-old Isis Henson. And high school students from Breakthrough Atlanta distributed 130 books to students at Scott Elementary School as part of the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy's 1 million book giveaway event. The event connected high school students with elementary kids. The goal is to support literacy and encourage younger students, especially at Title I schools. Today's weather sunny and cold with a high of 43. With your headlines, I'm Jerry Payne for Extra 106.3.
Tug and Los until 10 on the Morning Extra and Extra 106.3. So, I'd say anything in the United States of America is possible. If you want to take yourself, pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Even magic?
Maybe. Well, yes. If you want to learn magic, and then you learn it to the point where you're extraordinary, and then you go on tour like David Copperfield or something, yes.
See what's happened here, Jure? Bigfoot, no. Magic, yes. From Tug Cowart.
He wants to believe.
Well, no. But
like if he was to sign it on a wall, he'd be like, magic, yes. Bigfoot, no.
Illusions. David Copperfield's an illusionist, right? It's magic.
No,
it's real.
He's a magician.
Well, but I just mean the marketing of magic and what's that David Blaine that used to run around and do all that stuff on television? You know,
what are you like? Are you talking about Chris Angel too?
Yeah, sure, him too. Yeah, any of them. But that's what I'm saying. Like if it's magic, you could convince people of things like that.
If I called you a musician, would you then say that you make music? You don't do tricks?
What'd you call me? What? Don't you call me that? That's not all I do.
I make music.
Well, yeah.
You call me a magician for it.
Well, you think I just do tricks? Yeah. That was an incredible piece of audio if you've never seen it. Just do a quick Google search.
It can't be real. It can't be real.
No, I know, right? I thought forever it wasn't. And I
mean, we're months removed, and I'm still.
I know. Well, because it's so ignorant. It's because it's so ignorant. There was this podcaster. She's interviewing a woman. I don't know who she is.
Sukihana.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know her name, but I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about her.
What do you mean? You're not familiar with the household name?
No, I'm not. And so she's a musician.
Bigfoot, no. Sukihana, no.
That's right. So
magic, yes.
The interviewer's asking her about her music, and she's like, you're a musician. And she's like, whoa. Well, you think I do magic tricks? That's not all I do.
Yeah, I'm an actress.
And it spirals.
I make music.
Yeah, it
I don't know if you know what that word means.
Yeah, she's like.
Well, she's like, yeah. I think you're confused here. I was saying you're a musician.
No, you confused.
I don't know. I don't know because that's not ghetto. I don't know. Or whatever
it's
it was.
Funny.
It was a mess.
So
Just do
funny.
a quick Google search for Sukihana musician and you'll.
I hope one day you axe me about that.
Yeah, exactly, Jasmine. I will. And tilt my head sideways.
I've decided as of Friday when you were gone that I'm going to work that into my vernacular as much as I can.
Just axing somebody?
Just, you need to axe me a question.
Yeah, I'll ask you a question.
I need to axe you about that.
Yeah, right. And that one is as old as the hills for sure. The old ask you a question. But in the United States, dude, you can do anything you want to. And I love these wise words from Scott Jennings when he talks about the possibility of America, but you'll have to take responsibility for yourself. Imagine that. Personal responsibility. What? But I love when he said there is an expectation when you do this. Listen.
I think a lot about the phrase individual responsibility. You know, are you expected to take responsibility for your own actions, for your own outcomes? I mean, we live in America. It's the greatest country that's ever been devised. There's opportunity around every corner. Information is free. I mean, the opportunity to succeed here is real if you will take responsibility for yourself, take responsibility for your own education, find your way, work hard. Don't expect anybody to hand you anything. Right. But I think that's a real issue is people have some expectation that they should be handed things for free and their life should be free. I think that's actually sort of what the Democrats sell. You know, if you vote for us, we're going to hand you everything. We're going to pay for everything. We're going to hand you everything. We expect nothing from you. Yeah. But America expects things from people. They expect you to be responsible. They expect you to follow the laws. They expect you to be engaged in your community. They expect you to respect the American tradition and the American culture. And I think a lot of these young radicals, they don't love America.
Yeah.
They've been taught to hate America.
Yeah.
They don't love the West. They don't understand Western civilization. And that's really unfortunate. That's part of the reason I put that in the title of the book. Trump, I don't know if he knew he was signing up for this. He is leading us in the fight to save the West.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the West is this set of ideals that has, you know, it gave us the Bible, the university, the Constitution. That's Western civilization. It created what we have in America, but there are expectations of citizens here, and you shouldn't be expected to be handed anything. Right. But America will give you everything if you just take responsibility for yourself and do what you're supposed to do as a citizen.
Dude, that's the smartest thing you'll hear today. Hands down. The smartest thing you'll hear today. And it's not overly complicated. It's not like it takes someone that's super educated to understand it. It's what we've been presented with. We've been blessed. You and I have been blessed to be born in the United States of America. There is not another blessing that is greater than that on the face of the planet. And then he goes on to talk about those people that hate it, you know, because it brought you university, it brought you Constitution, it brought you the rights, the Bill of Rights and freedoms that other countries don't have. And the reason that those people that he talks about hate that is they don't want you to have that. They don't want you to have that.
If you choose to partake, and I think this is what Scott Jennings is getting at the heart of, if you choose to partake in the civil society,
yeah,
and you choose to be resourceful and creative, then you can make whatever sort of life you want to make in this country. I firmly believe that.
Me too.
This is what I talk to my kids about. This is what my wife and I believe in. There is nothing that we have done or my family has done where it was somehow laid out for us. Like I'm no West Durham, okay? Like I wasn't born on 3rd and, made it easy because of who Dad was. All right? Like that never happened. He's a jerk, by the way.
He used to call my boss and tell him when he would listen to our show on 101.5 and tell him I talked about Georgia football too much. I'm not kidding. True story.
I'm glad you have this axe to grind. I don't know why I just thought about Nepo babies. The people that it was already laid out for you, it was taken care of, so this is what you get.
I'd never met the man. It was like, I got a call today.
He's a sorry human being.
Yeah.
But so
yeah.
That's being born on third base. But when you choose to partake in the civil society and you're resourceful and creative and you choose to apply yourself, then all avenues open up. What you have that's being taught, whether it's at public school or the university level, it's somehow you need to break away from these teachings, do things differently. Well, yeah, okay, it works for some people, but by and large, it's a road to ruin. If you choose to somehow buck the system, and the system just asks you to do one thing, essentially, follow the laws, treat people with respect.
Pretty basic.
That's basically about it.
Yeah. And anybody that can't do that, then that's on you.
Yes.
That's not on the country. That's not on your neighbor. That's not on anybody but you. You choose. You make the decision. Even if you've been, and I know people grow up in bad situations. I've seen it many times. Part of my family, many times. You choose the route. You decide, I'm going to continue doing this or I'm going to do something different. It's a very simple choice. And if you choose wisely to do something different, meaning get out of the way of thinking that your parents had or that your family or your community has. Get out of that and go find people that want to do well and spend time with them.
Surround yourself with other people that are looking to accomplish things.
Dude, it's not hard.
I mean, these are not hokey things. Yeah,
but they're painted that way.
Part of the reason why I believe that my daughters will be successful, and I know what I'm spending on, is they're around other people that want to accomplish stuff.
Yeah.
And when you have a lot of people with drive, it makes it very hard, in my opinion, to be the person without it.
Yeah, because you're the one sitting around doing nothing while everybody else
is doing cool stuff.
Grinding.
Doing cool stuff, getting cool opportunities, getting a chance to see the world and do amazing, fun things. It's like, it makes it hard. Like, I have a friend of mine, he used to play in the NFL. He's coaching in the NFL. And he would always tell me, he's like, don't be around negative people.
Ever.
He's like, as soon as you're around negative people, he's like, it's treated like a plague. It's like other people are like, get away.
Get away from that.
Like it's going to rub off on them.
Yeah. I love that way.
That's what Scott Jennings is bringing up. He's like, if you choose to partake in this society, all doors open up. And I don't care if that means that you're not the richest person or from the pedigree of some family.
Both my parents dropped out of high school in 8th grade.
My dad was climbing poles when he was 18 years old for the telephone company.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Now, all of a sudden,
that stuff's back.
That's back. And back big. And it should be, and rightfully so. And if you choose to do things the easy way or the lazy way, what did Kirby Smart say the other day? And I have been going back to it daily.
Yeah.
Hard will find you.
If you always choose easy, hard will find you.
Dude, I think that is of all the things he said many things over the years that I was like, man, that's good. But that's the one I think about daily, and not from a football perspective.
No.
It's so fitting for everything in life.
So there's two that always jump out to me. There's that one, and I'm constantly thinking about that. Like, if you choose easy all the time, hard will find you.
I love that. Love that statement. I didn't want to go to the gym the other day. I was feeling lazy. Thought of that. Went straight in. Couldn't wait to get over there.
And then I think about waking up in Indianapolis several years ago. Getting up, national championship game was over with. Turn on the TV, and I'm watching the presser the next day. And they're asking Kirby Smart. Be like, well, you got it done. Like, what do you do from here? And he was already telling his guys, hey, wind blows hardest on the top of the mountain.
That's exactly right, dude. Get ready. They're all gunning for you.
It's like, it doesn't get easier.
Every person you touch the field with will give you their best.
You thought this was hard? It gets harder when you're on top.
That's exactly
It's
right.
like, I love that mentality.
Me too, man.
Well, that's what you tell people going to the gym. It don't get easier. You get stronger.
That's right. It's funny. My buddy Reed, he always hits me with, he's like, the hardest weight. This is back before I was going to the gym with regularity. He's like, the hardest weight that you'll pick up when you go to the gym?
First one.
Front door.
I love that.
I thought it was genius. He was like, the hardest thing you'll do is open the front door and walk in. Once you get in there, man, it gets easier from there.
I'm telling you. It's a matter of, all right, put the shoes on.
Yeah.
Put the clothes on. Yeah. That's because once that's happened, I'm pot committed. I'm like, all right,
absolutely, because you're there. Why not?
It's now time.
Yeah,
let's put the gloves on. Let's get in a few rounds,
dude. I think it's so important to work stinking hard, and I'm not saying I didn't think that ever, because I've always been a hard worker at work, but I never worked on myself as hard as I needed to, and dude, it's like guys like Jelly Roll that are doing those things.
What a great story.
Dude, it's incredible. It's a freaking incredible. He went from selling drugs and in jail to the top of the world.
I was telling my wife about this, and I showed her the video. So if you missed it last week, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan Experience. And that guy has gone from 500 pounds. He's now, at the time, he was like 520 something. I think he's at, like he said, like 225. Yeah. It's like basically he's lost 300 pounds.
Yeah. He's lost another human.
Yeah. In fact, the joke was that, hey, the size of that guy? That one's off your shoulders now.
Yeah. Holy cow. He was like, I used to do for my birthday, I used to do cocaine and get drunk. And he was like, this year for my birthday,
I had peas.
Yeah. And went on a run.
Yeah.
And, it's not because everything's been handed, because you started out talking about starting out on third base. He didn't start on third base.
No, not at all.
He's like the American success story. And does that one look like Ted Turner's? No, looks nothing like Ted Turner's. But is it just as important? In my mind, it is. Is it just as illustrative of what you can do in America if you choose to? It is to me.
Like, granted, yes, my mother-in-law eats with, her mouth full and talks with her mouth full.
You can't be perfect.
And
Nobody's
that
perfect.
sort of stuff.
Nobody's perfect.
But I still am like, okay, you're an American success story. My father-in-law, my father, like all these people who laid down this track of just take care of your business and work at it. Just keep working hard at something. And that success will find you. I don't know of one person where I've looked at them and been like, man, they're so determined, yet they failed.
Because you've not failed until you quit.
Yeah.
Truly.
I've never looked at somebody and been like, well, it didn't work out for that. It's like everyone I know who has been that level of determined has found a way to win.
I've seen people fail, and then I saw them pick themselves
I've seen them
back
bounce
up
right back.
and bounce right back and continue to grind it out.
Because they didn't turn off the mentality.
Exactly right.
That's what Scott Jennings is talking about.
Exactly right, man.
He's like, within the civil society, if you do X, Y will occur. Now, is it going to be your version of it? Like, yes, when I was 21, I wanted stuff to look like Entourage.
Mm-hmm.
Was it going to be Entourage?
No.
Is it pretty good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I happy? Yeah.
Dude, it's hard to beat, man.
Is it Entourage? No. But it's still really good. Entourage from HBO.
Yeah. But it should be your story, because you wouldn't be happy in Entourage.
No.
Because that's not your story. Dude, that's the beauty, man. Because it's yours. Fight for it. Do what it takes.
I mean, you didn't get Scarlett Johansson, but it's okay.
No, got something better.
Got something better. As you're winking.
Yeah. Don't you tell nobody.
You heard me. I said that about you.
I'm gonna have Mike help me go pull that piece of audio.
Well, send that to you for Valentine's Day.
That's right.
That's what I think of you, baby.
How you, girl? Big wink. The woman who complains about Trump's rhetoric actually has no room to talk. Surprise, surprise, I know. Next on Extra 106.3.
The latest sports news, powered by 680 The Fan, and driven to extra listeners by RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs, Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz connection since 1964.
Good morning. Here are your sports headlines for Monday, December 15th. Big injuries in the NFL. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been eliminated from the playoffs. Bigger news for the team, though, is that quarterback Patrick Mahomes will miss the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. As far as the Green Bay Packers, expected to be without pass rusher Micah Parsons for the remainder of the season. The team believes that he has a torn ACL. Week 15 in the NFL closes out with Monday Night Football tonight. The 7-6 Pittsburgh Steelers host the 6-7 Miami Dolphins. That kickoff is set for 8:15, and the Atlanta Hawks are now 15-12 on the season after a 120-117 win over the Philadelphia 76ers last night. With your sports headlines, I'm Carlos Medina.
Join Daniel Matalon, CEO of A Second Chance Bail Bonds, and co-host Tug Cowart as they bring together law enforcement, justice insiders, and voices from every part of the justice system, victims, advocates, and people who've turned their lives around. It's not PR, it's not fluff. It's an honest talk about what's working, what's broken, and how to build a better path forward, one second chance at a time. This week's guest is Major James Bullock of the Cobb County Police Department. Justice Unfiltered. Unfiltered, informed, and unbiased.
It's midnight and the phone rings. It's a loved one calling from jail. They had a little too much fun at the holiday party and got pulled over. Now what? Time to call A Second Chance Bail Bonds. A Second Chance will get your loved one home quickly. For 20 years, they've been helping folks with 12 locations across Metro Atlanta and Birmingham and are available 24/7. For fast, professional, discreet services, call 404-BAILOUT. That's 404-BAILOUT or visit atlbail.com. A Second Chance Bail Bonds. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog in our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. Consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards, so you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
Hey guys and girls, if you're losing your hair and you're like me, you need a simple solution that works. You want the best modern technology with top-rated physicians, something that's guaranteed to work, and that is Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair gave me my hairline back, and it's completely redefined hair restoration from the experience itself to their unmatched results. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed atmosphere with the most experienced professionals. Tens of thousands, including me, have received Advanced Hair's breakthrough treatment, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the Advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix hair loss today, starting with your free consultation. You're also going to get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. You want to make that call right now. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Atlanta Braves single game tickets for the 2026 season are now on sale. Get your tickets for some exciting matchups next season and check out some fan favorite ticket packages like Hello Kitty, SpongeBob, Snoopy, and Father's Day Catch on the Field. Plus, snag the first giveaway of the season, the Drake Baldwin Rookie of the Year bobblehead on March 31st, presented by Coca-Cola. Visit Braves.com/promos to get your tickets. Atlanta Braves baseball, we are Braves country.
The holidays are here, and there's no better time to unwrap a new Chevy from Jim Ellis Chevrolet.
That's right. It's the season of savings, and Jim Ellis Chevrolet has year-end offers on your favorite models. From the TechSmart Equinox to the family-ready Traverse to the powerful Silverado that's built for every holiday haul.
And the best part? The buying experience is fast, friendly, and convenient. Start your purchase online with the Jim Ellis Expressway and save time at the dealership.
Plus, their team really knows how to take care of you. No pressure, no stress, just great service.
And this season, buying a Chevy does even more good. Because every new or pre-owned vehicle sold through January 2nd, Jim Ellis Chevrolet will make a donation to Must Ministries, helping provide food, shelter, and hope to families in our community this holiday season.
Big savings, great service, and a chance to give back.
Visit JimEllisChevrolet.com or stop by Jim Ellis Chevrolet on Peachtree Boulevard just inside the perimeter.
Jim Ellis Chevrolet, together let's drive.
You probably heard Relief Factor commercials where somebody says to his spouse regarding his pain, "You don't understand. It's gone." Well, Sharon told us that's exactly how she feels. She wrote to me and she said, "Glenn, Relief Factor has helped me so much. I plan on taking it for the rest of my life. I'm a walking testimonial." For me, it was more like Tanya twisting my arm to give Relief Factor a try. I heard about Relief Factor All Natural, created by doctors, blah, blah, blah. I really agreed to try it, not in thinking it would work. I just wanted to get her to stop telling me to do something and prove her wrong. Well, she was right, again, of course, and I got my life back. Not only did I not have to live in pain, I could thrive again. If pain has been holding you back, maybe it's time you found out why so many people just like Sharon, just like me, make Relief Factor part of their daily routine. 2 out of 3 people who try it go on to order more month after month. I'm one of them. Try the 3-week quick start today. See how it works for you. Visit ReliefFactor.com, 800-4-RELIEF. That's 800-4-RELIEF. 800-4-RELIEF.
Extra 106.3 personalities aren't afraid to tell it like it is.
Without Donald Trump, nothing that's going on would be happening right now. Donald Trump is changing the world.
And you'll never hear us spew that violent rhetoric from the left. So don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Because we're happy to have you as part of the Extra community.
I particularly like Donald Trump's actions in getting illegal aliens the hell out of this
this country. Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.
I don't know about you, but the only thing I've seen so far this morning is
your butt.
Yeah,
keep looking up pictures of your own butt.
Exactly.
He keeps taking pictures of his backside, and then he's looking at it on his phone during breaks. He's
That's
like,
right.
man, look at that.
Look at
all the work I've been putting in.
It's so sharp.
Look, it looks like in a pair of pants.
That's the nicest backside you'll see today, pal.
It's kind of weird to Dre and I, but at this point, I think we've just been kind of numb. We've gotten numb to it.
Well, look, and I plan to continue.
What was it in The Avengers? That's America's butt.
That's right.
Thank you, Dre. That's exactly right.
He's just like, look at that sailor butt.
I'm telling you, so
America's
nice.
butt.
No, but seriously, the only thing I've seen this morning is when it comes to the horribly sad story of Rob Reiner is completely, positively, this is awful. It's terrible. I've seen nothing but nobody, like cat turd. Nobody deserves to die like this.
Nope.
Prayers with their friends and family. Nothing.
It's awful.
Yeah. Rob Schneider. Human beings. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle have been tragically killed today. I'm deeply saddened. Every life is sacred, given by God, our Creator, one of the most accomplished, and it just goes on to heap on praise. Never brings up politics, even though I know their politics are completely different.
Couldn't be more different than mine.
I've seen zero.
In fact, Rob Reiner has said so many things that I just go, whoa, okay, you're unhinged.
Yeah.
Yet, as soon as I saw first thing I thought of was, this dude has made so many genius movies that I've adored.
Yeah.
And that's always what I always joke around about, how I separate it. It's like, I know your politics, I like your art, I'm going to choose to only pay attention to your art.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm able to do that with music. That's the place that I can do it because I know Pearl Jam's politics are 180 degrees opposite of my own. And I still love their music. I still love their art. But that's the thing. I don't see any celebration. I've seen no, he deserved this. I've seen none of that like I did with Charlie Kirk. It's the difference in the right and the left. It's the difference in conservatism and liberalism.
Well, there's a value of life on one end.
Yeah.
There's a pseudo value of life on the other. It's, okay, well, there's life, but were you serving our purpose?
Yeah, they didn't do enough for us.
So I'll give you another example, because I'm told constantly that the reason why bad things happen is like the catch-all. Like, the reason why bad things happen is because Donald Trump's rhetoric.
Yeah.
Well, crazy people don't need your rhetoric. Crazy people are looking for acclaim in a lot of cases. Mm-hmm. And when they get it from a death cult, it's what makes them operate the way they do. Remember, we are now, 9 years removed from Kathy Griffin, the comedian, being unable to get a job. If you remember, when she cut off Donald Trump's head, did a version of that, comedy clubs are like, no, sorry.
Yeah, we can't.
Too far. Not going to. This is a woman who acted like she cut off Donald Trump's head, couldn't get a job for the better part of a decade. And you would think, maybe I should stay out of this game.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I should let my politics just lie because it's like a child on too much sugar. Like, you know what's going to happen. They're not going to act
spin out
right.
of control.
They're going to spin out of control. They can't handle it. This is Kathy Griffin. This is what she had to say when it came to Donald Trump's rhetoric over the weekend.
I want to just talk to you about the news and why I don't talk about Trump in the way that I think maybe people expected on this YouTube show. I would just rant about Trump. I'm just bored with him. It's, I don't watch cable news anymore. I used to watch MSNBC 24/7, which is now called MS Now. But it's too repetitive, and they don't cover a lot of topics that I think are so important, like the fires in Hong Kong. So I watch Sky News and BBC and Al Jazeera, and I try to get as many foreign news sources as I can. And I know I'm going to sound like a Trumper when I say this, so I'm sorry. But our current media in America, I do believe, is failing us. I really do believe they'll pick one story on, let's say, CNN, and CNN is a joke now. They've just jumped the shark completely. I can't even watch CNN. Like, I don't want to see Scott Jennings and think he's a pundit. You know what I mean? They'll pick one story in the morning and then they'll just do the same story all day as if we don't have emerging stories in our country but around the world that affect us. So I don't do a ton of Trump material in my show because he's so over the top that I can quote him. Like, I went out on stage last week in Anaheim and they were clapping really loud, which was lovely, of course. And then I go, "Quiet, piggies," and that got a big laugh. But that's all I did with it, because by the time I get on stage, everybody's covered the latest crazy thing he said, and I'm just waiting for him to die. So he will die sooner than later. He's in terrible shape. He's disgusting to look at, like disgusting. And I'm not saying I'm some beauty. It's not about that. Yeah. It's that
you're not.
Because he is who he is and because he is doing what he is doing, I can't even stand to look at him. So I'm aware of the big stuff that goes on. Don't worry, I do not get my news from TikTok, and you should not either. TikTok is fun, but it is now owned by a Murdoch and an Ellison. And if it's not, as of this minute, officially owned, then that deal is very close to being closed and it will go through. So just remember, if you know anything about the Murdochs and the Ellisons, you don't want to get your dancing videos and makeup tutorials from them, because
notice how the kid on sugar.
Good Lord.
The kid on sugar.
Yeah.
She starts off sounding relatively sane.
Yeah.
I don't follow this. I don't watch CNN. And then there's it's like Scott Jennings. And by the time you give her enough rope, she hangs herself with, "He's going to die. I look forward to him dying." Piggy.
Yeah.
The woman's name's Peggy. He said "Quiet, Peggy."
Yeah.
But it turned into, well, it sounds like you said "Piggy" on Air Force One.
Well, it must be it. If it sounds
must
like
be
it. Must be it. And if it's reported on MS Now, it must be it. It's got to be it.
So you notice, even when she tries to act sane, the TDS breaks right on through. The kid with the sugar suddenly goes from "No, Dad, I was doing a good job and I took care of it."
Yeah, exactly. I can't hold myself. I feel like an elastic firecracker.
Can't handle it.
Yeah.
But it's Trump's rhetoric.
Yeah, of course it is. It's Trump's rhetoric that makes her crazy. Or is it her that makes her crazy? Going back to Scott Jennings, it's whatever you choose. Nothing to do with Donald Trump.
She's just not a sane person.
No, it's very clear.
And she's continued to lose to Donald Trump. Not even on her, he doesn't care one bit about her. Yet he's actually cost her jobs and money. You think that's changing?
No. And she's going to fall right into the trap. Continue to fall in there. Goodness gracious. Morning Extra and Extra 106.3, Tug and Los until 10. The questions are more than the answers at Brown University. Next on Extra.
It's time for the Bortz Report, exclusively on Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce her name, and I don't care that I don't know how to pronounce her name. Amanda Seyfried, whatever. You know, she ran her mouth after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, said, well, he was hateful. Now she's telling the world, sharing her brilliance, that socialism is a gorgeous idea. Need I say it? Amanda has a high school education. Yep, socialism is a gorgeous idea. It means you're taking care of everybody, but it just hasn't been tried the right way. You have to be particularly stupid to believe that socialism is a good idea. Oh yeah, the workers should own the means of production. The workers, I guess, at Ford Motor Company should own Ford Motor Company. Okay, let's just play with that for a little while. Let's say that Ford Motor Company didn't exist, but a bunch of workers got together and said, hey, let's form a company and make cars, and we'll all own that company. Where are you going to get the capital? Where are you going to get the money you need to buy the raw materials, the parts, the engines, the tires, the wing nuts? Where are you going to get that money? Does it just magically appear? for you to go work there and own the place? Why do you think it's dark in North Korea at night? Why do you think that the Soviet Union only had one automaker that made a car that was cheaper than anything you've ever seen in your life? Nobody with capital would step up and create the place for the workers to make a living. Amanda, sweetheart, it's a good thing you're relatively attractive and have acting talent. Sorry about your OCD, but when it comes to the real world, you're an idiot. Neil Bortz, Extra 106.3.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the Honest Car Guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
You know, Los, we found a better way for customers to buy a car. An honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee.
How do you prove that?
We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal.
How much can people save when they buy their next vehicle with the Honest Car Guy?
I've saved people upwards of $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, it really depends on the year, the make, the model of the car, and the price of the car. You know, on a $15,000 car, I can't save you $20,000. We can probably save you $2,000 or $3,000. But it's through the course of the whole sale. The big one here that people don't realize, the financing. You go into the dealership, they tell you your rate's 9%. Well, really, it's probably 7% because they're allowed to make 2 points on there. The Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, try the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or honestcarguy.com.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. The 8 a.m. hour is brought to you by Central Heating and Air.
This is a Fox News alert. A Hollywood legend stabbed to death in his home. I'm Dave Anthony. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, both found dead at home in Los Angeles. And while police did not confirm that and won't say they're searching for a suspect, the Reiner family announced their deaths.
There are also some reports that among those being questioned is the Reiner's 32-year-old son, Nick. He has been open in the past about his mental health issues and his struggles with drug addiction.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in L.A. Rob Reiner was 78. He first gained fame winning Emmys as Meathead on TV's All in the Family in the 1970s. Then he became a famous director of movies, from Stand By Me to When Harry Met Sally and Misery to A Few Good Men.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Reiner's last movie, a Spinal Tap sequel, just came out. The search for the gunman in Saturday's Brown University mass shooting is back on in Providence, Rhode Island.
Police admitted that the person of interest they detained yesterday morning at the hotel is not the person that is seen leaving the scene of the shooting. The AG said while there was some evidence that justified detaining this person of interest, recent evidence and lab testing is pointing them in a different direction.
That's Fox's Brian Yennis. Thousands of wreaths have been laid in Australia near the scene of an even bigger mass shooting yesterday, targeting Jews at the start of Hanukkah.
A father and son terror team turned up and attacked the Jewish community here at Bondi Beach. It's the sort of place where most Australians know or go to on their holidays. We're a coastal community. We're talking about more than 42 being taken to hospital with 15 fatalities. A 10-year-old girl who was at a petting zoo by the name of Matilda, she was mowed down. We had 2 rabbis who have also been killed, and a Holocaust survivor was also murdered here in this spree.
Sky News' Jonathan Lee. The older gunman was killed by police's son, disarmed by a bystander, being called a hero. America's listening to Fox News.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Captid Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Hey, it's your old pal Neil Bortz. I'm back on Atlanta's only conservative news talk station, Extra 106.3. Okay, here's more of the Morning Extra.
I don't even feel comfortable talking over this song. Spinal Tap in honor of Rob Reiner.
I just sent this to our friend Stephanie. I was telling you how much I love Princess Bride.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain how monumental it was to have Andre the Giant in a speaking role in a movie.
Was that the first one he ever had?
As far as
It
I
had
remember,
to be maybe the only one he ever
one
had.
and only.
Yeah.
And to have him now the fun part is when he runs into Billy Crystal, and there's the whole discussion about, you get away from here or I'll call the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. I love that.
It's so good.
I don't know why that entire movie makes me giggle. You have to have some sort of warmth in your heart to make a movie like that.
Sure enough.
And so, yeah, it's awful that
I think
Rob Reiner dies at the hands of his son and his wife, apparently, or at least reportedly is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's just a sad, sad story. And we will reflect and mourn and be sad because human life was taken, unlike when Charlie Kirk was brutally murdered and people celebrated. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine because I've never met Rob Reiner. I have no idea.
And we mentioned it before, but that's what was going around last night is that he was interviewed right after that. And he was so respectful and spoke well of Charlie.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah. And most people did. Anybody with any sanity did.
And by the way, underrated, small cameo, small role, Rob Reiner in The Wolf of Wall Street, playing Leonardo DiCaprio's dad, who's like the accountant looking at the bills and how angry he gets. How he gets angry over the slightest little things. Like, dad gets angry and then he jumps on the phone and he's like the friendliest guy in the world. He's in the movie for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And every time he's in there, he steals the scene.
No, I love it. Dude, talented dude, no doubt. I remember him from All in the Family because my parents watched that so much, along with all the other shows I grew up with. And then for him to become, one of the preeminent directors in Hollywood is freaking incredible. So God rest his soul, man. It's crazy, dude. This Monday feels so heavy, and it shouldn't because, everybody's got vacation coming up, Christmas is coming up. It just feels heavy today.
There's a lot of dark stuff that happened over the weekend.
Absolutely. You got
it's a tough weekend.
The two National Guardsmen from Iowa that were killed, and then their interpreter as well in Syria. Donald Trump has said we will retaliate for that in some shape, form, or fashion at the time of his choosing. And then the Bondi Beach Hanukkah massacre from two Islamists that is still to this moment. People are trying to pick up the pieces. It's terrible. It's awful.
The video
is grueling.
When you see the people that are being worked on when they're trying to resuscitate and keep people alive, and then there's also people, it's hard to look at, where they've already basically just said that one can't be saved. And they put a blanket over them, and you're just like, and they're just laying in mass.
Yeah,
it's awful. And to see that, and then to have the ongoing situation, what's happening at Brown University, where we continue to hear, well, maybe this is the suspect. Well, here's the person of interest. Well, the person of interest was already released. So your suspect is still on the loose, and yet all we know is they yelled out something in the classroom before they started shooting.
We have no idea what it is.
But we don't know what they yelled.
It wasn't Allah Akbar or anything like that, I'm sure.
I mean, that would be typical, but again, I don't want to be presumptuous in this case. But
I'm presuming. I'm going to presume.
But that's typical.
Call me guilty. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize.
When you launch into that sort of an attack, and what was the studies, the class that it was?
Yeah, the teacher was Jewish. It was a Jewish studies class.
It was a Jewish studies class.
Yeah, she wasn't in the room.
Right.
When the shooter came in, but I do know one of the people that was killed was like a 19 or 20-year-old girl that was a Christian conservative, was head of maybe the young Republicans there on campus. So it just tells you, it seems very targeted. It seems
like somebody, they didn't pick a random classroom.
No. And it's my understanding, too, reading about it this morning, that it was a place you had to have a swipe card to get in. So they had to have some sort of access.
Some sort of access to it. Well, it goes always back to the same stuff. Is it terrorism from an Islamic terrorism standpoint, or is it SSRIs and somebody who's just out of their mind? Because it's not typical to have someone off the street who decides this is how I'm going to make a name for myself at a place that's so specific. Like, how would you know if you're like, I'm going to go into Brown University and start shooting? Okay, that's indiscriminate. That makes
exactly.
But you target a particular classroom
of a Jewish teacher,
right?
Yeah.
At least that's the way it seems from the people that were injured, people that were shot, people that were killed, and the particular class that it was in. So yeah, it's a dark weekend during a happy time.
And the fact that the media is so quiet about this, and they're in a wait and see mode, tells me it's not a white conservative Christian that did it.
Well, it's always media gets real excited then.
Dude, if it were,
finally,
it would be everywhere. It would.
The media's like, oh no, it's another trans activist. What are we going to do?
Or Islamist.
What are we going to do?
Yeah, because we're going to have to tell. We're going to come up with all kinds of reasons. We're going to give it an alibi. We'll come up with something. But we're not just going to tell you straightforward. It's because we've imported 18,000 terrorists. We're not going to tell you that. The only person saying that is Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi's the only one who's telling you. Well, you had analysts that were looking at the amount of people that came across the border, and basically we were told we imported our own sleeper cells.
Oh, my God, dude.
And it's just a matter of when are these people triggered to do whatever they're going to do. Like, I remember seeing it it was Sean Ryan, where he had his podcast, and he had somebody who had previously worked at the NSA, and she was breaking down how many people came into this country that typically, had they tried to fly here, they'd have been red flagged and sent home. Mm-hmm. Like, no, you're not allowed in here.
We're not vetting any of you.
But they crossed the border.
Come on. We're not vetting any of you. Come on.
I wonder when we're going to look.
They had to know. They had to know, dude.
Of course. But we're going to have to look back at the Biden era. And we can never allow anything like that to happen again, where the president is a turnip and basically a committee runs everything without having to worry about being elected. Because we didn't get this level of extremes under Barack Obama because his name was attached to it.
Right.
He had legacy attached to it. Once there was, who cares about the old man? He ain't going to remember anyway. He doesn't even know where he is day to day.
We'll run his name through the bud and it don't matter.
Let's do everything we've ever considered doing that we know will be damaging to this country. And I hope, because there will be a time where there will be a Democrat in office once again in the Oval Office.
Without a doubt.
I am hoping that the extremes that is the Democrat Party, especially under Joe Biden, that's a thing of the past.
I don't believe it is, though.
We're not there yet.
I've not seen any evidence.
We're not there yet. They have to miss out on elections for the better part of the next 20 years when it comes to the Oval Office for there to be a change.
That's exactly right, dude. The only way that they will learn anything is to completely be shut out, and I hope they are shut out forever. I mean, you figure out that John Fetterman is the only one with balls enough to call the things that are happening in the country by its name, by what it is. When he talks about these Western countries and Western cultures importing terrorists. And it's happening all over the world. It's happening everywhere with regularity on a daily basis. And you'd have to be blind, willfully blind, to not see it.
Well, the easiest way, in my opinion, to tear apart a country, especially one with Western values, is to import people that don't share your values. If you think that Western values are somehow suspect or there's something problematic with them, if you happen to be a globalist who looks at freedom as, how do we get rid of that in society?
That's right.
How do we get rid of these people that are all about their free will? Well, let's just break them.
These peasants.
Let's break them. And how do we break them? We'll bring in people that don't agree with them.
And let them just be
and then we'll let them get together in critical mass and let them elect their own.
Yeah.
And so you slowly, or in some cases, when it's 10 million over 4 years, fastly chisel away at the foundation of a Western civilization.
Yeah. There's no slow burn in that one. I mean, it was just kick open the door, get as many people in here as you possibly can. And then just let the cards fall where they may. Let the destruction happen.
And I know how it sounds. Trust me, when I bring this up, when I'm around other people, when we start talking about some of these incidents, and I start talking about the people that are here, I know what it sounds like, but what I'm telling you, this isn't 20 or 30 years ago when something would happen in this country and somebody would just blame it on, well, and this is over the course of history, well, it's the Irish fault. Let's get rid of the Irish. Well, all those Chinese that came into California. We've never had a scenario where we threw open the border and said 10 million people without any analysis of who they are, come on in. That's never happened.
Because it's insane.
We've never had illegal immigration to this level. We've never had immigration to this level. Like we've had over the course of our history where we've let in thousands of people from around the world. But one of the first things we do is, all right, who are you?
Yeah. What are you all about?
Write your name down. What are you planning on doing here?
Yeah. What are you all about?
I mean, there's a reason why we all know the name Ellis Island. It was a processing center.
Yeah, that's right.
To find out who was here and what we were doing. And for 4 years, that was completely thrown out the window, and it's causing so many problems because, as Donald Trump told you, they opened up their prisons and their asylums because that was less money they were going to have to spend and said, head north.
Problems? I don't know. The Democrats don't see it as a problem. I think they see it as a victory.
It's an opportunity.
An opportunity is exactly right. You and I see it as a problem. Regular, everyday Americans see it as a problem. But they see it as the once in a lifetime. This is finally the chance to bring the United States to its knees, and we will reform it. What did AOC say? Maybe if it crumbles, something else will spring up. What was she talking about? Socialism, communism. It's exactly what she's talking about. And this is the perfect route to it. And believe me, down the road, when it's socialist versus the Islamist, they will be going at each other's throat. But right now, the mutual enemy is America.
Never in the course of human history has freedom ever died anywhere and more freedom came into its place.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't happen like that.
It's never happened.
And I don't expect that it will. It's freaking crazy.
And the wild part is that freedom is an irregularity in the course of human history. The fact that we have it to the extent that we do, that is always going to be the exception to the rule. It always has been. Yeah. As we see parts of Europe falling apart the way that they are.
It is.
We're just the idea of what you say in social media. Well, you're going to catch a case. Well, you're going to get a fine. You're going to spend some time in jail. Really? Over a meme?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly right.
Freedom there is dying.
It is dying like grapes on a vine. Unbelievable. Candace Owens, we brought her up a little bit last week.
She came up Friday, too, because Angela Morbido.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan either.
Well, understandably.
Yes.
I mean, some of the things she says is just outlandish. Like Charlie Kirk's friends and family and the Turning Point people killed him and just all this insane.
Oh, you don't understand. It's the Egyptians.
Well, of course. I'd forgotten.
And the Israelis.
Yeah, it's Israelis, yes.
And there's a hit squad. There's a French hit squad that's out to get her after they got Charlie Kirk.
Right.
I mean, I told you, and I think people are coming around to it. She is grifting off of the death of somebody that she's like, we're friends. Y'all hadn't been friends for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, when you see that what she's doing, she's filling a role, which, as I've said, is the role of conspiracy, true crimeism. That's what she's doing. And every episode is listen to the next one. Keep subscribing. I'm going to tell you the truth. Maybe it's just the nature of a lot of people where you've been lied to so much by your government that you naturally.
It's easy to do,
I'm there. Okay,
it's easy to do.
But I also sniff out the BS pretty quick, and I'm like, she's shoveling BS at a rapid rate at a lot of people, and whether it's the QAnon and people or whatever it is, they want to sit back and be like, Candace is telling me the truth. No, Candace is making money off of stringing you along.
That's right, and you're dumb enough to fall for it.
That's what's happening. So credit Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh, who points out he's friends with Candace Owens, friends with Charlie Kirk, friends with the family. So he finally decided, because, and this is the problem, anyone who gets involved in this, Candace Owens immediately launches at them with like nuclear weapons. It's like you slap her on the knee, she puts an atomic bomb into your backyard. Anybody who says anything about her, she immediately launches into stuff where they have to defend themselves. Like, for instance, Tug, say that I'm a jerk.
You're a jerk, Los.
Well, that's tough. You're bisexual.
Well, but no, I'm not.
Now you're defending yourself.
I'm a happily married man.
That's what she's doing.
No, right.
She like, hey, you're the boom. She comes out where you're like, wait a minute, hold on a second, and it's outlandish,
and misleading, and
wildly misleading, and not true. But that's what she's doing to everyone. Yeah. So Matt Walsh, we'll see what her response is. But this is what Matt Walsh had to say over the weekend, asking for, can we just take this down a notch?
And it was clear to me then, and has become all the more clear to me since, as I've gotten to know her more, that this is somebody with an immense amount of strength and courage. So when people look at Erica and say, she's acting strange, I've never seen a grieving person act this way. Well, I agree. She's an exceptional person in an extraordinary situation, handling it with remarkable poise and dignity. That is a virtue. And virtue is a strange thing in our day. And even if she were not an impressive person, she would still be a grieving widow. She would still be my friend's wife. And I would still feel duty-bound to support her, as I have over these past 3 months in ways both public and not. So what I am asking everybody, including Candace, is to please leave this woman alone. Let her grieve. Let her pick up the pieces of her shattered life in whatever way she sees fit. She deserves that grace, and we owe it to her, not because of any specific debt, not because we have no right to question her. Of course, we do have the right, but we have a moral obligation as children of our Heavenly Father to be charitable and kind towards suffering widows, especially the widow of a man that all of us on the right say that we respected and admired. All told, the tragic reality is that 3 months after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the leftists who want us dead are more emboldened than ever. They are thrilled. And that was always the worst possible outcome. It's a trajectory that, if it continues, could destroy not only what Charlie built, but also what's left of the conservative movement. A movement that is the only thing standing between Western civilization and the forces that wish to tear it down brick by brick. That's the reason sociopaths like Tyler Robinson are smiling right now. They know they're winning, and we cannot let them, which means we all must return to the facts, to the truth, and our defense of it, which is the mission that Charlie lived for and died for. We cannot let it die with him.
Tyler Robinson. Now, you know I do wear the tinfoil hat all the time. There was such overwhelming evidence that points to him as, you killed Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Bullet casing, the bullet, the rifle,
all of it.
the bolt action, the DNA, all of it points to this one person. And if you want to go down the road of like, well, maybe he had help. Well, again, we'll find out from Discord and everything else. But the silly, crazy stuff that Candace Owens has put out there, trying to somehow paint Charlie Kirk's widow as like being involved in this and having Turning Point USA involved in this for clicks and subscriptions.
Yeah, which is what Erica said.
Yeah. And then to be told by Candace Owens, well, if you ask me to stop, I'll stop. They ask her to stop, and she's like, ha-ha, I'm on to you.
Yeah. When you go after the people I love,
it's gross.
And you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people I love because somehow they're in on this? No, that is the quote from Erica
The
Kirk.
Overwhelming evidence, and Angela Morabito brought it all up as well. Part of the reason why you're not getting to find out everything on your time is because we still have a case to do.
Yeah. Crazy thing is how quickly we're able to figure out the Tyler Robinson character. You know, I mean, it was like the next day. You know, we were sitting here in the studio when it was all coming down. And
remember, his family was the one who
they're
like,
the one that
they're like that's him.
It's right. They
dad had to turn him in.
And I've said it on this show a million times, and I'll continue. Truth matters. The truth matters, and I think that's why the show has been successful, because we do our damnedest to tell the truth every day as we understand it. And if we make errors, which is rare because we do our homework, then we admit to it. We say that we got that part wrong. But The truth matters, and it will always matter. Nothing's going to change about that. CBS waited to go full TDS until the end of their special. 8 o'clock hour brought to you by Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier experts. 770-GET-HEAT. CentralHeat.com is their website.
On behalf of our entire staff, local and national hosts, and roster of incredible sponsors and supporters, we want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas from everyone at Extra 106.3.
Thousands of veterans across Georgia are missing out on the benefits they've earned through their service. The Warrior Alliance is changing that by connecting veterans and their families to life-changing resources and support. Tune into the Warrior Alliance Network, our podcast and radio show dedicated to helping veterans succeed after service. Join us every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 106.3 to hear inspiring veteran stories, discover free programs, and learn about career opportunities available to you. Subscribe to the Warrior Alliance YouTube channel today.
Hey, Braves fans. Some things just get better with time, like your love for the Braves and banking with Truist One Checking. It's checking for life, offering everyday essentials like no overdraft fees and a tap-to-pay debit card. And great extras you'll appreciate season after season, like automatic upgrades as your balances grow. Be ready every inning with Truist One Checking. It's life-ready checking that grows with you. Get Truist One Checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's a Kimmer, and this might be the best home improvement deal I've ever seen. My buddy Jeff at Peach State Windows, family owned in Georgia for 50 plus years, offering 8 premium Energy Star double hung windows fully installed for just $39.95. Wait a minute, top tier windows built for Georgia weather, save energy, and with 0% financing for 12 months, you finally stop putting it off. Go to peachstatewindows.com or call 770-485-8011. The pros at Peach State make the uglies go away.
Stop dreaming, start driving. Get the gift that keeps on giving with the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration at RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs. Each of our certified pre-owned vehicles undergoes an exhaustive process of analysis, inspection, and reconditioning until it meets the uncompromising standards of RBM of Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz. For a limited time, get special financing from as low as 2.99% APR. In addition, you'll receive unlimited confidence with Mercedes-Benz's unlimited mileage warranty, delivering continued assurance for up to 7 years. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this vehicle and many other models during the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration, now through January 2nd, 2026. Not all offers apply to all vehicles, and special financing available only to qualified customers exclusively from Mercedes-Benz Financial Services through January 2nd, 2026. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this and other exciting offers. Visit us at rbmofatlanta.com or call us at 770-390-0700 for details. Hey Atlanta, it's the holidays. The games are on, the good times are flowing, but here's the winning call this season from your friends at Modelo. Don't drink and drive. If you'll be celebrating, drink responsibly. Call a rideshare, grab a cab, or hand your keys to a sober friend. Because nothing's worth losing when it comes to getting home safe. This message is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit, and your friends at 680 The Fan, reminding you to celebrate the holidays responsibly.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The stories that matter to you. These are your Georgia headlines.
It's Monday, December 15th. Georgia's set to receive more than $1 billion in FEMA funding from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for infrastructure repairs and disaster recovery. About $671 million will be used for protective health care measures related to the pandemic, including hiring nurses and buying PPE and testing supplies. The remaining funds will support recovery efforts from Hurricane Helene and Tropical Storm Debbie, including debris clearing, road and bridge repairs, and storm protection projects. A Cobb County postal worker resigned after being accused of stealing mail during an investigation. Authorities say the worker opened mail to take gift cards and cash. The thefts allegedly occurred between October 2nd and December 11th. Arrest warrants have been issued for 26-year-old Isis Henson. And high school students from Breakthrough Atlanta distributed 130 books to students at Scott Elementary School as part of the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy's 1 million book giveaway event. The event connected high school students with elementary kids. The goal is to support literacy and encourage younger students, especially at Title I schools. Today's weather's sunny and cold with a high of 43. With your headlines, I'm Jerry Payne for Extra 106.3.
Tug and Los until 10 on the Morning Xtra at Extra 106.3, because we had finished up talking about, before we get to the CBS town hall.
That got you?
Yeah. The Candace Owens. Do you have it pulled up in front of you still?
I can pull it up. It has Candace Owens, as of 21 hours ago, said over on X, wealthy people hold such little respect for the public. They believe they can outright purchase common sense via influence campaigns. We don't believe Tyler Robinson acted alone and killed Charlie Kirk. The comedy of this is somebody took the picture of what she's wearing and looked it up. Turns out the shirt she's wearing costs $1,070.
So do we think that those rich people that, and rich is a relative term, but if you're paying $1,000 for a shirt.
Do you have $1,000 shirt?
No, not one.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure every shirt in my closet adds up to $1,000.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, willing to bet. There's a lot of $20 t-shirts in there.
That's right, man. And I'm a TJ Maxx, Marshalls hawk. Dude, I love going in there. Grab me a polo or whatever.
When I get the $20 off gift card over to PJ Tour Superstore, that's the day for a new shirt.
There you go. That's exactly right, man. Just get in there and try to save yourself $40?
No, sir.
No,
I will pay you $19.95.
At best.
I love to just go into Costco. I find one shirt that I like, buy 4 or 5 of that same color. That's my wardrobe.
There you go, man. I love it. Yeah, Costco's good about that. No question.
So, yeah, she's wearing $1,000 shirt and telling you about
the rich people. Telling you
like,
about the rich people.
It's like, play the game at least. Listen, I wear hoodies every day.
Yeah. Although hoodies are $90 nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So all my hoodies are old.
Yeah, that's right. Mine too.
The last time that I bought a hoodie of any significance, I have a Braves championship hoodie and a Rangers championship hoodie.
Yeah.
Now, the Braves one, my wife decided to get maybe like 2 or 3 days after the World Series. So that's like a $70 hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I waited 6 months to get the Ranger one. That was like $20.
Yeah, because you wait until the fervor's gone.
Right.
Until all the people that have to get it on day one are done.
Just give it a little time.
That's why I love, to the point, because we're members at Sam's Club, there was a Georgia hoodie in there, and it was $17.99. Count me in. Hello, got me a new one. So great. But the CBS thing was interesting because with Bari Weiss involved at CBS, you would think that's a step in the right direction. Is she going to clear up all the ills of CBS? No, but at least she gives them some direction.
I'm not saying that they're suddenly going to be not left.
No, of course not. Right, and she's not super conservative.
She's
just common sense.
Why don't we not just saying center it a little bit?
Yeah.
When you have 60 minutes, let's not edit the audio to make it sound like somebody said something different.
That's right.
Let's actually give full picture. Now, credit to 60 Minutes and what Bari Weiss has been able to accomplish. Yes, they will do an hour interview with Trump. They will air 18 minutes, yet that evening they release the full thing.
Yeah, smart.
So at least you're adding some level of transparency.
And credibility.
Right.
Because of that.
So CBS decided to have Erica Kirk on, and it was a town hall. And the idea of it, and again, I give them credit for this, their idea was, you're going to have an opportunity to ask questions. If you happen to be on the other side of the aisle, well, then here's a chance to reach across the aisle. Here's some chance to hear from somebody who's in the news, a grieving widow, and whose husband was previously probably the face of the conservative movement. I don't think that that's overestimating it.
No, it's definitely
Donald Trump is the face of MAGA, right? But Donald Trump is not a conservative. He has conservative elements to him.
Yeah, sure.
J.D. Vance is far more conservative.
Yes,
but
he is.
If you want to tell me who was the face of the conservative movement over the last 5-6 years, it's Charlie Kirk.
And he built a group of young conservatives that I've never seen happen before. I've never seen anything like that happen before. And I know it through my own son and his buds. It took me a little while. I started noticing that he was paying attention to Charlie Kirk, months, a year, maybe even a year and a half ago. But it wasn't until Charlie Kirk died that all of his buddies, he and his buddies, and they're all young, 20, 21-year-old kids, like they noticed. Like it was a news story that meant something to them. He was leading those young men.
I have a 14-year-old daughter. The day that Charlie Kirk was killed, the day he was assassinated, she came home and brought it up with me. And her end of getting to know Charlie Kirk was more the faith-based end.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the politics. Yeah. And so one way or another, he found a way to open up that tent and bring these young people in. So that's why it's relevant for CBS to say, we're doing a town hall and here's Erica Kirk. They waited till the very end. And at the very end, it's almost as if they'd held the TDS back like a dam. Like, we're going to keep it under wraps.
Ain't no way we can hold it forever.
We're going to keep it locked down. But you knew there had to be viewers that were like, what are you going to do? We're like,
Aunt Peg.
These people.
She might not even turn it on.
They can't help themselves. So this is longer, and we'll end up dropping out of it. But I want you to hear the last person as part of the town hall that, remember, her husband was murdered, assassinated in front of his family, publicly, in front of thousands of people, in a gruesome fashion that made its way around the world. Yet, you have to ask about rhetoric being the cause.
Erica, as you know, the last person that Charlie ever spoke to was a Utah Valley student named Hunter Kozak. He was asking Charlie a question that day when he was shot, and he's here tonight, and he wants to ask you a question.
Hi there. Erica, I want to tell you how much I appreciate your calls for peace and unity. And I'm likewise horrified by the people in my so-called camp who were cheering about Charlie's murder. I believe that they stoke the flames of violence. But even worse is when powerful, influential people on either side of the aisle stoke the flames. When they do it, the flames can become an inferno. And this leads me to Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth, who has more responsibility than anyone else to put the flames out. Just last month, President Trump called on 6 Democratic lawmakers to be tried for sedition, which he clarified was punishable by death. He then reposted a simple message: hang them. I think that you've been making strides to bring peace to our country, and that Turning Point has been asking Democrats to decry the individuals who cheer for violence. I have and will continue to decry them. But any good faith effort to stop political violence must hold both parties to the same standard and expectation.
Listen, he just keeps going. It's a false premise. By the way, how do you punish sedition in this country?
By
hanging.
It's the law.
It's in the Constitution. It's here are the elements of treason and sedition.
Right. Yep.
And by the way, hanging was considered the just way to do it at the time.
That's right. Yeah.
Wasn't like we had lethal injection at the time. And firing squad, well, that's just brutal outside of the state of Utah.
South Carolina, I think, is bringing it back too.
So this is how you justly and non-painfully take care of somebody. Drop the door out, breaks their neck. That's it.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah. Done. Over.
But you hear they had to go dig up the guy who asked the final question to Charlie Kirk, to put that right in Erica Kirk's face. CBS couldn't hold off. And by the way, do you remember what that final question was?
Something about trans
violence.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Trans violence. Yep.
And as he's answering about trans violence,
he gets killed by someone
who's involved with a trans person.
Yeah. That didn't get brought up.
No, of course not.
Conveniently left that out.
And notice it's the both sides.
Well, you have to. If you're them, you have to.
It's one side, toots.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, she's sitting on stage because one side has decided assassination is justified.
And celebrated.
And here he is like, I decry. Do you? So much so that CBS asked you to come ask a grieving widow a question that was so incredibly slanted to end the show.
It's just low down. It's despicable. It's look, Bari White's got a lot of work to do if she wants to salvage the CBS brand. And maybe, for a certain portion of it, if everybody didn't watch it all the way to the end, they thought maybe she's done something. She's made some sort of change. But, boy, they got a long way to go to win me back. No, I say win me back. I'm not sure I ever even watched it.
No, you're part of a generation of people that will never be involved in that.
Didn't even, and it's interesting because we started out talking about the kids and how much Charlie had influence over from 14 to, 25 probably. I bet none of them watched it either.
Oh, no.
None of them.
No chance.
Even though Erica means a lot to them. It's not where they go get their news. It's not where they go get their information.
No, and it's that form of television is built for 65 plus.
Yeah.
Well, this is the only thing they'll see of it because that clip will make it around on Twitter. And so it just solidifies the distrust in these institutions.
And that's all they were hoping for. In the same way that SNL hopes to get 90 seconds to 2 minutes somewhere where you go, okay, that was funny. CBS knew this is the only thing that's going to make the rounds. And so let's make sure we get it in.
Let's make sure we get it in.
And you go through, honestly, the most of it's milk toast. The rest of it's milk toast.
I'm sure it is. I spent a little time with it, but I'm so put off by them continually, and I mean mainstream media, dragging her through the mud. I'm so tired of that, dude. If I hear another person say something bad about Erica Kirk, are you kidding me? What exactly has she done? I remember that it was...
she wore leather pants.
Exactly, because she must be awful. I remember there was something that... maybe the Fox Awards or something, whatever that show is. Jason Aldean was on there, and he hugged her. And then there was a whole social media thing about how, they embraced really long time.
Same thing with J.D. Vance.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
And she was like, I'm a hugger.
Yeah. They embraced too long.
And by the way.
Like, what the hell's the matter with you? If that's what you're noticing.
Father of her kids is dead publicly.
Dude,
like,
I'm just
there's no one way to grieve this stuff.
And find me the exact way. Find me the right way.
What is the way that you consider? Because the only way that they would consider it okay, and this being the mainstream media, is if she just went away and her husband's legacy dies with him.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing.
That's the only reason why she catches any flack is that she intends to try and keep Turning Point USA moving. That's it. That's the only reason she catches crap. There's no other reason.
The cut you played from Matt Walsh, he was like, if she, hugs somebody too long, then there's something wrong with that. If she doesn't hug anybody at all, there's something wrong with that. Like, he laid out all the steps. There was no way for her to win.
Because
I'm so tired of that.
Just trying to end his movement.
Yeah.
And for the most part, because you see how everything's playing out, it's a good chance Tyler Robinson did.
Yeah.
It's a good chance.
Yeah. No, you're right.
As these people fight over the scraps.
It'll never be what it was. It can't be. The dude that headed it up is no longer with us. It's impossible for it to move forward.
And that was another thing Candace Owens celebrating over the weekend of her talking about the ratings drop for the Charlie Kirk show. Like,
well, yeah, Charlie Kirk's not there.
He's dead.
Yeah. Unreal, dude. Unreal. These people are freaking unreal. To avoid admitting they were completely wrong about climate change, again, the left, they've got this new plan. I can't wait to share it with you because as soon as I saw it, I rolled my eyes so far back in my head that I could have been a freaking one-armed bandit in Las Vegas and spit out coins. Next on Extra.
The latest sports news, powered by 680 The Fan, and driven to extra listeners by RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs, Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz connection since 1964.
Good morning. Here are your sports headlines for Monday, December 15th. Big injuries in the NFL. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been eliminated from the playoffs. Bigger news for the team, though, is that quarterback Patrick Mahomes will miss the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. As far as the Green Bay Packers, expected to be without pass rusher Micah Parsons for the remainder of the season. The team believes that he has a torn ACL. Week 15 in the NFL closes out with Monday Night Football tonight. The 7-6 Pittsburgh Steelers host the 6-7 Miami Dolphins. That kickoff is set for 8:15, and the Atlanta Hawks are now 15-12 on the season after a 120-117 win over the Philadelphia 76ers last night. With your sports headlines, I'm Carlos Medina.
Get a great deal on a new Subaru and give back. It's really that easy. For every new Subaru bought or leased during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will make a donation to national and local charities that our owners care about. The Subaru Share the Love event has supported more than 2,700 hometown charities. And by the end of our 18th year, Subaru and retailers like Subaru of Gwinnett will have donated more than $350 million to charity. It's the reason why we say Subaru of Gwinnett is more than a car dealer. We always go the extra mile for our community. And during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, you get a great vehicle and support a great cause. With every new Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Additionally, for every Subaru vehicle routine visit during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will donate $5 to our hometown charity. But it's only happening now through January 2nd, so hurry in to Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, and online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
For many of us, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing. Hair loss had me feeling like my identity was lost altogether. John Michaels here from the locker room with a solution that worked for me. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment. Advanced Hair began regrowing my hair the very next day, and after just one visit. I had been aware of all the pills and lotions that came with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you already have, but I wanted to regrow my hair in specific areas permanently. From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Regrowing my hair with Advanced Hair has been truly life-changing, and for you, it starts with a free consultation. Call now, 872-217-HAIR, mention John Michaels, and you'll receive $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. It's 872-217-HAIR or AdvancedHair.com.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We are a family-owned, operated, independent local company. We have over 15 years of artificial grass design, installation, and sales experience. From premium artificial lawns and backyards, custom putting greens, sports fields, hardscape, drainage. We do both residential and commercial. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Ain't nothing beats the cozy comfort of a warm fireplace on a cool Georgia night. Tug here for Chimney Solutions. But before you light that fire, make sure the chimney's clean, safe, and ready with my friends at Chimney Solutions. Atlanta's trusted chimney experts for over 25 years. Did you know that a dirty and damaged chimney could lead to dangerous carbon monoxide leaks or even chimney fires? Don't take that chance. Chimney Solutions certified technicians use state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your home and family are protected. They also specialize in gas log conversion, fireplace remodeling, and energy-efficient chimney caps that keep pests and rain out and heat in. From cozy cottages to luxurious homes, thousands of Atlantans trust Chimney Solutions to keep the heart of their home burning bright. Visit chimneysolutions.com to read actual customer testimonials. chimneysolutions.com. Chimney Solutions, keeping Georgia homes safe, warm, and beautiful for over 25 years.
See why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at progressive.com.
It's Fox Wheels.
We've heard these tips before. Slow down, increase distance, easy on the gas and brake, and avoid cruise control. Yet many of us are not following those winter driving tips with a report from Money Geek showing that winter weather crashes killed almost 1,600 people between 2020 and 2023. That drivers in 15 states face higher fatal crash risks than the rest of the country, with Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Alaska, and Illinois topping the list. States with the least winter weather driving deaths: South Carolina, Iowa, Hawaii, Connecticut, and Nevada. Owners of some Subaru vehicles have a complaint, telling federal regulators that advertisements are taking up the entire screen on their dashboards while they're driving. Subaru of America, in a statement, says it's looking into the messages, for now only saying that twice a year. It alerts drivers that Sirius XM channels are free for about 2 weeks. That's Fox Wheels. I'm Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Shannon Burke is back on the air in Atlanta. Well, sort of. He's live on The Kimmer Show every Thursday at 5 p.m.
The judges halted Trump repainting the executive building. Listen, there's one thing I didn't control on Trump. He's got to stop redecorating stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
he
good
can't
with the
make that ballroom.
But the executive building is granite. He wants to power wash it and paint it white. It's granite. Why would you paint the granite? Stop with the gold, please.
I know.
God forbid there's an open area on the wall. We got a bit of gold. Where's the gold? Let's put a gold piece right there.
The man can't help himself. I'm sorry.
Atlanta's biggest conservative voices are only on Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.
Tug and Los until 10 on Extra. No, of course, climate change wasn't a farce meant to be part of the downfall of Western society. No.
I'm so concerned.
Well, I know. And with good reason.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm so terrified. And now that Bill Gates is like, yeah, it's not a big deal. And
we have to generate more energy for AI.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what I'm involved in.
That's right. So I'm pivoting away.
If you ever wanted to know what was a scam, the fact that man pivoted away from climate change when, I'm involved with ChatGPT, I believe. I've been heavily invested, and we're going to need a lot of energy. And so, you know what? Climate change ain't going to kill you.
Coal's good. Like, I can't wait to get coal for Christmas. I can't wait. It's great.
And do you think the people all around Greta Thunberg were like, he said what?
No.
Damn it!
No, they're pretending he didn't say it.
Well, I'm just saying they put down the posters like we lost our ally.
Yeah. Well, they probably were upset about it. They're never going to admit how wrong they were. I mean, Bill Gates he's already said, look, it's not going to be the downfall of mankind. So now, to avoid saying they were so wrong, there's a new article. NBC pushed it out, saying that polar bears are changing their DNA. They're rewriting their own genetics to adapt and survive in climate change.
So with the polar bears have their own Anunnaki?
Yes.
Look that one up.
Yeah.
Right, Dre, the Anunnaki.
No. This is all about CRISPR.
Oh,
They've got their lab up there, and they're injecting into the cells.
Their own CRISPR technology. Yeah. This is how Tug...
They're designing the new bear cubs.
...is going to be like 6'7" by next year.
That's right.
He's going to use the CRISPR technology to...
He said it!
...remake his DNA.
Come on, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, they're using CRISPR technology to adapt to the harsher reality of a warming Arctic. And I couldn't help but if you go through this thing, it'll make you roll your eyes a bunch of times. A bunch of experts. When do the experts get it right? When's the last time the experts have gotten anything right?
Tariffs.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
Yeah, I got that one wrong too.
Damn it!
But that's the thing, with these polar bears. Let's say that the climate is changing because it's changed since it's been in existence. It's not your car. It's not coal fire, it's not nuclear, none of those things are changing.
If I was to tell you
the climate,
Tug, your faith is the reason the sun comes up, you're probably going to be pretty faithful.
Yes, of course.
That's the only way I can describe climate change.
Yeah, right.
That has become their religion.
It is.
That's why they're so committed to it. So to suddenly know that one has nothing to do with the other, you're like, well, hold on a second.
You just pulled the rug out from under me.
What did you do that for?
Yeah. But I started thinking about it. They may be onto something slightly because climate's been changing forever. Haven't all beings on Earth changed in some way or other to adapt to whatever the climate was? When it was in the Ice Age, We had thicker skin, we had thicker fur, we had more hair, whatever. And then as that went away, we started dropping some of that stuff. It's what happens to every being. They adapt to their climate. They adapt to their...
Yes, nature, over the course of a millennia, changes according to what is going on. At least if you want to adapt and survive. You alter a different version of the species ends up finding its way moving forward.
And NBC News, though, is presenting it not as in, that's what's happened forever. They're telling you that they're doing this because of climate change. They won't let it go. They just will not let it go. They can't. It's like the religion analogy you made. They can't. They can't let it go, dude.
So let me give you the number. So you have, by the estimates, and this is the IUCN Polar Bear Specialist Group, the PBSG.
Love those guys.
That has been tracking this for nearly 50 years. 50 years ago, there was somewhere right around 22 to 31,000 polar bears. As of today, the latest tracking, which the last time they did it was in 2024, there is somewhere between 22 and 31,000 polar bears.
That sounds very similar, those numbers.
Because it is.
That's right. Who's not adapting?
Who?
NBC.
Yeah, that's right.
No, they're not changing.
The only people that aren't adapting is NBC. Exactly right.
Stay the same.
Yeah,
the end of time.
They keep doing it.
This has been tracked since the 1960s. And by the way, in the 1960s, the numbers were actually lower.
So they're coming back. They're actually coming back.
They've actually been stable for the better part of 50, 60 years.
Right in the face of NBC, because in this article, they talk about how polar bears are gone in 2050. Done. We got 25 years left with polar bears, and they're done and over with. It's over.
If they would stop drinking so much Coca-Cola, they'd be just fine.
Right. Stinking polar bears.
Switch to Coke Zero.
I'm just waiting for Earth Day, because then I get to repost my George Carlin bit on Earth Day. There's a really funny bit that he does, like 5 or 6 minutes, and one of my favorite things he gets into is how, and this is trackable, this is known, over 99% of the animal life that has ever existed on this planet is gone.
Yeah.
And as Carlin's bit goes, we didn't kill them all.
No, that's right. But
this is the natural evolution of what happens on the planet.
Which is exactly my point about the polar bears.
Yeah.
It's exactly
in fact,
the point.
If the polar bears happen to go extinct in the next 50 years.
2050, 25 years, sir.
Okay, 25 years.
According to NBC.
More than likely, it won't be because of the environment.
No, it won't be. No.
Sometimes, and here's the weird part about what happens, sometimes species die out because they stop breeding for some reason.
Look at pandas.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us. Absolutely right. Collapsing birth rates around the world. Not just here in the United States, today, around the world. Oh, heavens.
Sometimes there's just too much free porn.
That's right. April 22nd.
Yeah, don't shrug your shoulders, Dre, like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I blame Gates. That's where we started with this. That's where we're coming back.
April 22nd, 2026. That's Earth Day. That's the next time you get to post. George Carlin.
We didn't kill them all.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
That's right. God, he was great, wasn't he? Tug and Los until 10, 8 o'clock hour, brought to you by Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier experts.
Hey, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
So Mr. David Dickey's walking through the office.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a function going on. He's dressed like a Bond villain today.
He is?
Yeah, go check him out at the coffee area.
Go the other way.
Yeah, go look. Let's go look in the break and then see if I'm right.
8 o'clock hour, brought to you by Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier experts. 770-GET-HEAT. CentralHeat.com is the website. When we come back. Oh, no. Did you see the new old pictures of Trump with beautiful grown adult women? Oh, no. Next.
It's time for the Bortz Report, exclusively on Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce her name, and I don't care that I don't know how to pronounce her name. Amanda Seyfried, whatever. You know, she ran her mouth after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, said, well, he was hateful. Now she's telling the world, sharing her brilliance, that socialism is a gorgeous idea. Need I say it? Amanda has a high school education. Yep, socialism is a gorgeous idea. It means you're taking care of everybody, but it just hasn't been tried the right way. You have to be particularly stupid to believe that socialism is a good idea. Oh yeah, the workers should own the means of production. The workers, I guess, at Ford Motor Company should own Ford Motor Company. Okay, let's just play with that for a little while. Let's say that Ford Motor Company didn't exist, but a bunch of workers got together and said, hey, let's form a company and make cars, and we'll all own that company. Where are you going to get the capital? Where are you going to get the money you need to buy the raw materials, the parts, the engines, the tires, the wing nuts? Where are you going to get that money? Does it just magically appear for you to go work there and own the place? Why do you think it's dark in North Korea at night? Why do you think that the Soviet Union only had one automaker that made a car that was cheaper than anything you've ever seen in your life? Nobody with capital would step up and create the place for the workers to make a living. Amanda, sweetheart, it's a good thing you're relatively attractive and have acting talent. Sorry about your OCD, but when it comes to the real world, you're an idiot. Neil Bortz, Extra 106.3.
Hi, it's Los, here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, you are changing the way people are buying their next pre-owned car or truck. How are you doing it?
At the Honest Car Guy, the entire process is completely transparent. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee, and we even prove it by giving you a copy of the bill of sale. We can sell you any make, any year, any model, and at the Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car.
Folks, if you want to save thousands on your next pre-owned car or truck, call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or honestcarguy.com.
It's December 15th, and this is your Fox Daily Snapshot. Today is National Cat Herders Day. You can observe it by getting 10 cats and a shepherd's crook and realize your attempt to herd them is futile. On this day in 1791, the U.S. Bill of Rights is ratified when Virginia gives its approval, and it becomes Amendments 1 to 10 of the U.S. Constitution. In 2020, Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, announces she has given away more than $4 billion to 384 non-profit organizations across the U.S. Napoleon Bonaparte receives a French state funeral in 1840 in Paris, 19 years after his death. Born on this day in 1981, English actress Michelle Dockery, she gained stardom playing the Ice Queen, Lady Mary Crawley, on Downton Abbey.
Barrow just isn't up to the task.
Milady?
He won't clean the silver, or he won't let Andrew clean it.
What? I'm CJ Papa. That's your Fox Daily Snapshot.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. The 9 a.m. hour is presented by Southern Exteriors. Quality and precision you can rely on.
And there's a murder investigation. I'm Dave Anthony. Rob Reiner and his wife were found stabbed to death in their home in Los Angeles.
We expect and hope to hear a lot more information from the LAPD later this morning. As yet, they have not even confirmed the identities of the two people they found dead in the home owned by Rob Reiner here in the Brentwood area of Los Angeles. It was left to Reiner's family to confirm that those killed were indeed the legendary director and his wife, Michelle.
That's Fox's Jonathan Hunt. There are reports that Reiner's son, Nick, is a person of interest. Rob Reiner was 78. While he's renowned for directing famous movies from Stand By Me to The Princess Bride and Harry Met Sally, he first became famous on TV in the 1970s.
Oh, wait a second, Osh. That's not fair. You're ahead way more than $10.
Listen to the meat-headed college boy over there.
Reiner won Emmys for that role as Meathead on All in the Family. They had the wrong guy. That's what police are saying in Providence, Rhode Island, releasing the person of interest they took into custody yesterday in Saturday's mass shooting that left 2 people dead, 9 injured.
They now warn the killer remains free, but despite a suspect being on the loose, law enforcement is not reinstating the shelter-in-place orders that had been in effect much of Sunday, as they don't feel there is an immediate danger to the public. The university is canceling all remaining classes and exams for the semester and is telling students they may leave campus for winter break.
Fox's Evan Brown, a memorial memorial grows at Australia's Bondi Beach near Sydney, where two gunmen, a father and son, targeted Jews in a terror attack, shooting up a Hanukkah celebration, killing 15 people, wounding about 40 others.
In one vivid scene, a bystander can be seen crouched and then tackling one of the gunmen, wrestling him to the ground, taking the gun away, and then pointing him out to the police.
Fox's Greg Palcott. Police killed the older gunman. His son's in a coma in a hospital. America's listening to Fox News.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Capted Pagal, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Want weather? Grab your phone. Need traffic? Grab your phone. Conservative news and talk, also on your phone. Get the Extra 106.3 app.
I guess a couple things we haven't talked about this morning because we've talked about so much, and we're so glad to cover it all with you at 404-741-1230 at Extra 106.3 across the social media platforms, is that Navy defeated Army. Let's freaking go. Billy the Goat gets a win.
You called it.
Dude, I love it. I was nervous, though, that whole game.
You're 50-50 all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's flip for coin.
It could go either way.
Yeah, you just never know. Navy got that. They did have that run of 14 years, though.
That was a tough one.
Years ago. But I expected Army was going to win the entirety of that game.
The story out of that was the coin toss. Talk about flip a coin. People were just going back and forth. Trump tossed the coin. It didn't flip.
Yeah.
It didn't flip.
So dumb. But the roaring applause of the president was,
yes,
you couldn't mistake that one. They tried that.
The love he and Pete Hegseth got.
It was impressive.
I didn't know about the prisoner exchange tradition. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's a good one for sure. And I didn't go to the academy. I was an enlisted guy, but I admire the military academies, both West Point, United States Military Academy, and Annapolis there, the United States Naval Academy, and for that matter, Air Force out in Colorado Springs. Is
you told
too.
me most of those officers don't know anything.
Not a thing. It's all these enlisted guys that carry the water for them, make them who they are. And I bet most of them would tell you that too, especially senior enlisted. Man, holy cow. Those are the dudes with the most experience. It used to be, it was a thing that you went to the academy or you got your degree, and that's how you went through the path of becoming an officer. That was what separated you. Now, most enlisted folks have their degrees too, so there's not like a big
difference in the two.
Right. Yeah, it's exactly right. So, a lot of respect for all those guys for sure.
Because I would always hear the stories, in the military from 30 years ago, that when there was somebody who was promising as an enlisted man, they would make it a point, you got to go finish school.
That's right.
The military will pay for you to finish school, but you got to go finish school.
And now it's become the thing. Most people go and do that, use their GI Bill. Like, when you're out in the middle of the ocean for, 6 months at a time, you got some time to study. a few things you can do, get done. So a lot of people take advantage of that. Dude.
Tug didn't fall for that one.
I didn't.
They were trying. They were trying to sneak him in there.
Yeah.
They wanted him to be Dr. Tug, and he was like, "No, sir.
I'll have none of that. No, thank you." So Navy gets a win. That's good. 2 years in a row. And then the thing that really did not shock me, but the response did, was the Heisman Trophy voting. Expected Mendoza to win that. Kid's had an incredible year, and he's seems to be a well put together kid. But the response of Diego Pavia, which he's already apologized for, F the voters and just all this stuff. Goodness gracious!
Can we get this out of the way?
Yeah.
Hasn't everyone, or at least a few people in this room, ever gotten a little bit drunk with your friends or family and maybe said some things you probably didn't want to, or you thought better of later?
Of course, yeah.
Because he was having a good time in New York.
Yeah.
And they looked like they were turning some stuff up.
Yeah, they were. They definitely were. But, at the same time, You got to be able to have control of yourself a little bit.
Absolutely.
Especially with that kind of spotlight. It's different if you and I go to good old days and Jeray snaps a picture of us having too many drinks. And
Look at me.
Yeah,
here's my shirt off.
That's right, exactly. The amount of spotlight that's going to be on that, minimal. The Heisman Trophy Awards, it's going to be a little bit bigger.
Fair. But also, and I'm not trying to alibi for
No,
Pavia.
and I don't think he's a terrible kid. I think he just was a dumbass.
But let's face it, that's also the personality.
Yeah, it is.
Which has gotten that team to an 11-win season.
Yeah.
Between the mom thing and him thing. And
which started out cute but has gotten weird.
And the fan, this
thing.
is what they're all about.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It works for what that program needed in the same way. Remember, the reason why Texas A&M University is 100,000 seats and not 70,000 seats is because Johnny Manziel.
Mm-hmm.
And they wrote it.
Yeah,
it's like they're riding the Pavia thing.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It'll be on somebody else's watch if he melts down or whatever he turns into.
Do you think he goes pro? Do you have is he?
I think I think he's going to end up being a priority free agent, and somebody will sign him. And
Give
then
him a chance, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's so many guys. Whereas, Fernando Mendoza is probably more than likely the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, he's a ball player.
And again, he's got the big W's. For the amount of SEC fans, and some of them that were pointing out, like, well, look at his numbers and compared to Pavia. Yeah, but who's got the dubs?
Yeah.
And isn't that what we always typically point out when somebody has crazy numbers and you're like, well, you can't do that in the SEC. My guy's undefeated.
Yeah.
Shoes on the other foot.
Yeah.
Credit to him.
Absolutely, man.
Mendoza got it done in the biggest situation. He beat the number 1 team in the country.
In the country. Give him nothing but credit.
They're undefeated in the number 1 seed.
And he's a good kid, dude.
Yeah.
If he would have lost, I don't expect that he'd have been like F the writers or any of it.
The only one that was a kind of a mystery guess was Julian Sayin from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this, I was at a restaurant in Tennessee, and I'm with my dad and a handful of the other parents on the team. And we're all looking at him as they do the shot of the 4 sitting there, right on the front row over at the Heisman ceremony at the Heisman Trophy Club. And I go, does anybody else think Sayin borrowed a suit from his dad?
Was it ill-fitted? I didn't see it.
He was the only guy that looked like he wasn't dressed to the nines.
Okay.
And you're like, okay.
Well,
everybody else looked like $1 million.
He knew it wasn't.
He looked like $1,000 in comparison.
But at least he got to be there. Good for him.
Good for him. He had a great year.
No doubt. Morning Xtra and Xtra 106.3. So many things that we've discussed throughout the morning. If you've missed any of it, you can go back and listen to it on the Xtra 106.3 app from Rob Reiner. And the horribly sad story that is to the 2 Iowa National Guardsmen killed in Syria that Donald Trump has said there will be repercussions for that. Don't exactly know what that means, but I have a feeling that he is not pulling your leg when he says that. You get Brown University, which one of our coworkers told us a little bit ago that they have a family member there, and everything was good, which is great, and they were texting back and forth during this whole thing and how crazy that was.
Yeah, they went into a lockdown mode, and at one point when the police showed up, they then were ushering people to another side of a secure location in the building to make sure, okay, we have this area secure, let's continue looking for this gunman, who is still at large.
Unreal. I mean, one of the most surveilled campuses in the world. I mean, all these colleges are surveilled to no end. Cameras on every stoplight, cameras on every building, and then after that, every house has got a Ring camera. It just seems hard for me to believe that they just...
Well, if not for his parents, Tyler Robinson would have been able to get away with it for much, much longer. You think about so many of these stories where, yes, we're always able to say, hey, we see this person. Unless they keep their phone on them, then that ends up being like the big mistake that these idiots make, where it's like then they get geo-tracked and they find exactly where you are. I'm not trying to explain how this works to you, but if you turn your cell phone off or you leave it at home, you got a better shot.
Yeah. I expect, though, at some point we will nail that one down. I hate this taking so long, just because it's sad. They were targeting it appears that they were targeting a particular teacher that was of Jewish descent
The classroom
and teaches Jewish studies.
Yes.
Yeah. She wasn't present, but the guy shot up the room anyway, and a young lady, like 19 or 20 years old, that was killed, was a head of the Republican, young Republicans on campus.
I mean, I can have my boxes. Okay, which one am I going to check? Are we going to have SSRIs? We'll see. Will this be a trans activist? We'll see. Will this be a leftist? We'll see. Will this be
an Islamist?
MAGA or Islam? They always check these boxes, and it makes it easier to understand. But they're routinely checking these boxes so much so that we can lay them out and be like, all right, which one are you?
Yeah, or which one is it not? I feel like I could go through and check a bunch of boxes of who it wouldn't be. But
we're on a run right now for the last 5 years. Overwhelmingly, it's trans activist.
That's right. And but this
who also happen to be on SSRIs.
Yeah. Well, there is that, but then the way that everything happened this weekend with the soldiers and the Bondi Beach massacre down in Australia with Islamists and somebody shouting and going into a Jewish teacher's classroom, shooting it up, shouting something. No one seems to know what it was.
No one will confirm it.
No one.
And the only person I've seen who has any that's gone on the record with any of this, I take her with a grain of salt, even though she has gotten stuff right, is Lauren Loomer.
Yeah. So you have to wait and see with her.
Yes,
for sure.
Was she right about Joe Biden and his issues? 100%.
Yes, she was. Has she missed before? She has.
I ain't running with her stuff.
Yeah, no. But just my gut tells me.
If you're yelling something out, the MO of Islamist shooters when they act out in public is
that yelling Allah Akbar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we'll see.
Mark my words. I would, dude, and I'll apologize if I'm wrong. But it just, boy, it feels.
I mean, you think he was screaming out about how, the McRib is back?
No, that would be good. That would have been.
That's not.
That would have been good.
That's not the call.
It doesn't seem like that one worked.
When Tug finally pops off and goes crazy, he's not going to yell "Go Army, beat Navy."
Yeah, no.
Oh man, he's really lost it now.
It's crazy now.
Man,
I can't believe it took him so long.
he finally flipped.
He's been crazy a long time. I'm surprised it took him this amount of time to do it. But yeah, so anyway, there's all that's going on, and then there's the new old photos. This was another
what a game.
This one, I mean, it got a little play, but it got overshadowed yesterday because of everything else that we just went through. But for a little part of the Saturday, I saw this blowing up, and I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize that picture.
You had 95,000 images that have been released as part of this. I guess we can call it at this point the Epstein disclosure.
The files.
The information that is out there. And the liberals, the Democrats, the anti-American party, decided what they would do is let's run our own psychological operation. But what are you going to do? Let's take a picture of Donald Trump while he is at one of his pageants with adult women, albeit 21, 22, 23 years old.
And beautiful, attractive ladies.
Pageant women.
Yeah.
Let's put boxes over their faces so that they cannot be identified, and we'll roll it out there like those are his victims. And so then it gets released as part of the 95,000 images released. Here's one of Donald Trump with these victims. And the left is like, finally, we've got him.
Look at there.
It's like, no, actually, that image has been out there for 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. Why are the faces all blacked out? I've seen this picture before. Wasn't that the same thing that happened a few weeks ago when they redacted the name?
Redacted the name in order to make it look
as if it were something new.
What a deflection.
Well, what a stretch. What a reach. We got nothing else. Let's try this again.
You would think these people, and the only reason that they continue to do it is because there is, and it was done on CNN again over the weekend, well, there's a possibility Donald Trump's a pedophile. They continue to go to the well that's poisoned, but it's only poison for them.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
They continued to go to Epstein. We have this documented. Even after he'd been convicted, the Democrats were still going to him and trying to get money, asking for donations and campaign donations.
And texting him during Senate or House Oversight Committee hearings.
He's a Democrat who was in bed with the Democrats and who helped out the Democrats in their party of pedophilia. And all they're able to do is point at Donald Trump and say, well, we did it, but let's just pretend he did too.
Yeah. Well, but didn't that the way communists work?
They blame you for stuff they did.
I mean, it's straight out of the book, man. That's the playbook.
That's the game.
And we go back.
And let's make up a photo.
Yeah, absolutely.
The funny part, by the way, was all the people that then subsequently posted pictures that had random people with faces marked out.
Right.
Funny.
It was. But you have to poke fun of it because it's so ignorant. It's so dumb. And I don't even think, I maybe I'll be wrong about this. I don't even think my dear Aunt Peg would fall for that. I don't even believe she would fall for it. And that's saying a lot, dude. Oh, my.
There's Obama with other Obama. They blacked out.
Well, I can't tell if that's
her face.
I can't tell if that's her, really.
Or here's Hakeem Jeffries with every woman surrounding him blacked out their face.
Exactly. There was a great cut from Scott Jennings kind of along this line, talking about how, Trump kicked Epstein out of his Mar-a-Lago club. Everybody knows it. It's been widely discussed. The only people that didn't, the Democrats.
He excommunicated him from Mar-a-Lago. He got rid of him. Time ago. He got rid of him out of his life when he realized the guy was a total scumbag and what he was doing. But you know who didn't get rid of Epstein? The Democrats. After he was a convicted sex offender, you've got him texting with Democrat members of Congress, telling them what to say. Yeah. So you have Trump responsibly excommunicating Epstein and Democrats cozying up to him. Again, I have a feeling we're going to learn about how deeply tied into the left Epstein really was.
Yeah. Pretty well tied in.
We keep seeing it over and over and over again.
Which is why I'm so surprised they keep bringing it up. They left this thing alone for about the past 2 to 3 weeks because they're like, this doesn't look good for us. Let's get away from it. So images drop, and the first thing you think of is, let's see how we can tie it to Trump. No, you need to let it go.
Well, but there's always somebody that can't.
Yep.
Right? There's just
we got him now.
Yeah. I've got an idea. We'll put these black boxes on their faces. Nobody will know. They'll think, yes, look at him. This is him being inappropriate. And, of course, nobody falls for that because that's the dumbest thing in the world. The only people that didn't let Epstein go, just like Scott Jennings said, were the Democrats. And they still can't let it go, or at least somebody can't. Like Los has brought up, at least somebody can't let it go. They have to keep talking about it because they're just so emotionally there has to be something.
Like, how do you keep bringing up something that continues to lose for you?
What's the definition of insanity?
Yeah, repeating the same action over and over and expecting a different outcome.
And I think
it is insane.
Maybe it's insane. Maybe it's insanity.
Well done. This is why he's Tuggalicious this morning.
Yeah,
he's so Tugglesworth.
Sometimes.
The Meemaw of Atlanta radio. That's why you love him so.
That's right. And I'll bake you some cookies. they're in the back room, back in the bullpen, in a box all ready for you, individually wrapped.
By the way, was I right about our owner?
Yes.
I said he looks sharp today.
He does.
And I said, but he also looks like a Bond villain
because he's wearing a turtleneck.
He looks sharp. I told him, I said, you look good.
And he does. But you pulled up that picture of Robert Wagner
from
Austin Powers when he was number 2.
And he's wearing a nice coat and a turtleneck.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's right.
Looks like a Bond villain.
What are you doing in here today, Bond villain? From now on, we just call him David or Sir. We just call him Bond villain.
Somebody's family's going to tell him, and I'm just going to say, I'm disavowing all of it.
Yeah.
I didn't say any of this stuff.
That's right. I know not what you speak of.
I said, he looks sharp, and Tug was like, he looks like a Bond villain.
9 o'clock hour is brought to you by Southern Exteriors, your home exterior solution since 1999. 8779 southernexteriors.co. Fetterman continues to be the only Democrat to have some common sense and a spine simultaneously. It's amazing. Next.
The Morning Extra has you covered until 10 a.m. Then it's Glenn Beck, Clay Travis, and Buck Sexton at noon, and the Kimmer Show taking over at 3, only on Extra 106.3.
Hey, what's up? It's Los. Let's talk about True Prep. First off, 1000 Cobb Parkway in Marietta, or online, and you should check every day, truprep.com. That's truprep.com. Why should you check every day? Because they are consistently, all the time, running different specials. Right now, they got a great special on ammo. You know how typically it's pretty pricey. You can get premium ammo for great prices over at True Prep. Maybe you're into something different. Maybe you're big into being in the outdoors. Maybe not this week. It's a little bit cold. But let's say if you are, well, they got all the stuff to keep you warm. Maybe you're big into hunting. They've got all the equipment that you're looking for. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're into food storage. Well, they've got that as well. True Prep has something for you no matter what your ready is. It is the stay ready so you don't have to get ready store. Again, 1000 Cobb Parkway in Marietta, or go online. That's truprep.com. truprep.com for True Prep. Prepare today for a worry-free tomorrow with True Prep.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers with my dad, Mike. And Dad, how do you know you've got the right gift before you give it?
You get it at D. Geller & Son. We've been helping Atlanta get it right since 1939 with real jewelry experts to walk you through Atlanta's best selection.
Whether it's silver and diamond stocking stuffers for $95, diamond hoops for $13.95, or one-of-a-kind showstoppers.
For the best selection, best quality, and best value,
trust D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. How's it going? You know, my buddy Jeff, the owner of Peach State Windows, he's been taking care of Georgia homeowners for almost 50 years. That's 5 decades of knowing exactly how to protect our homes from Georgia's heat and storms and everything else Mother Nature throws at us. When it comes to siding, these are the guys you want. Now, you're going to see ads from other companies waving around but look like the same kind of special offers and deals. Well, don't be fooled. Nobody brings the experience and quality that Jeff's team does. And right now, they've got an incredible deal. 1,000 square feet of durable hardy plank siding installed for just $49.95. Yep, 1,000 square feet of siding for under $5,000. On top of that, with good credit, you can take advantage of no money down and 0% financing for 12 months. Don't forget, say Kimmer sent you. You'll unlock special savings just for Extra 106.3 listeners. Check them out today. PeachStateWindows.com. Again, that's PeachStateWindows.com.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Capted Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Fox on Tech.
It's time to update your iPhone again. Apple released an update for iOS, the software that runs iPhones. The updated version is numbered as 26.2, and it will be available to iPhone 11 or newer devices. The update brings some new features that Apple teased during its developer conference that are aimed at improving how users use certain native apps. The Reminders app will allow you to tag a reminder as urgent with alarms for due times, and Apple Music will now automatically create chapters for podcasts that don't come with chapters as produced by their creators to make listening to pods easier. The update also brings enhanced safety alerts for impending disasters like floods or emergencies, which provide you with instantly mapped evacuation routes or other pertinent information. Updates are also available for operating systems for iPad, Mac, Apple TV, Apple Watch, and Apple Vision Pro. With Fox on Tech, I'm Eben Brown, Fox News.
The stories that matter to you. These are your Georgia headlines.
It's Monday, December 15th. Georgia's set to receive more than $1 billion in FEMA funding from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for infrastructure repairs and disaster recovery. About $671 million will be used for protective health care measures related to the pandemic, including hiring nurses and buying PPE and testing supplies. The remaining funds will support recovery efforts from Hurricane Helene and Tropical Storm Debbie, including debris clearing, road and bridge repairs, and storm protection projects. A Cobb County postal worker resigned after being accused of stealing mail during an investigation. Authorities say the worker opened mail to take gift cards and cash. The thefts allegedly occurred between October 2nd and December 11th. Arrest warrants have been issued for 26-year-old Isis Henson. And high school students from Breakthrough Atlanta distributed 130 books to students at Scott Elementary School as part of the Chick-fil-A Leader Academy's 1 million book giveaway event. The event connected high school students with elementary kids. The goal is to support literacy and encourage younger students, especially at Title I schools. Today's weather's sunny and cold with a high of 43. With your headlines, I'm Jerry Payne for Extra 106.3.
9 o'clock hours brought to you by Southern Exteriors, your home exterior solution since 1999. 8779 Southern, southernexteriors.co is the website, southernexteriors.co.
Can I tell you something that...
siding, roofing, gutters, doors, anything on the outside of your home. Yeah, man.
Something that's making me happy. Yeah. This Christmas season, I'm getting a lot more Merry Christmases this time around.
I've noticed that too. And I've always been a Merry Christmas guy. People say Happy Holidays, I'm like, Merry Christmas. And, you could say what you want to about that, but the federal holiday is Christmas.
That's right.
I don't need to explain it anymore. That is what it is. So, I'm always a Merry Christmas guy.
Can I give you some alternatives from our good friends at the Babylon Bee?
Oh, to Merry
alternatives
Christmas?
to Merry Christmas? Yeah, Happy Holidays. Everybody gets that one. But
I'm not saying that one.
This one also. Greetings, fellow human-presenting individual. I hope you're having a satisfactory time this arbitrarily festive period when our hemisphere tilts away from the sun.
That's right. It's just all gobbledygook.
Your very vanilla workplace doesn't want you to say Merry Christmas.
That's what you can say.
There you go.
I was thinking about, I'll get y'all's opinion on this. I was thinking about, because I'm not a Netflix guy, I don't really watch it, but my wife does and wants it back. And so I was thinking for a Christmas gift, I'm going to
You making her work for it?
Yeah.
Good for you.
You better get down there and scrub them floors, girl.
You want this Netflix?
Yeah.
And baseboards better be spotless.
That's right. But I was thinking about doing a year of Netflix as a gift, just as a gag, because she knows... obviously you can flip it on at any point.
And then you just have like a calendar that you just rip off on the fridge how many days left of Netflix you have. You're down to 350. You better watch what you want to watch.
Only install it on that porch on the back, or the TV on the back porch.
Yeah.
So you have to sneak outside, watch it out in the cold.
Yeah, out there.
Not in this house.
But I was. What do y'all think about that? Do you think it's a good idea, or am I going to get killed for it?
I think it's a great idea.
I think so too. I think she'll find it funny. I think she will think it's so funny.
Dear wife, here's a free year of Netflix. Love husband.
That's exactly super generic. That's exactly right. What are you getting? Do y'all do any gifts like that? The ones that are meant to make you laugh a little bit? Because I think that would make it. We're both
without giving it away. You do know because you saw some of the shirts and stuff I was looking at.
Yes.
So we're always trying to find a couple things that are funny. That some of them she can't wear out of the house.
No, of course. Like the one
that's F the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gave a T-shirt like that last year.
Did you? Okay.
Yes, it's, how can I phrase this? It's, sorry for having great attributes and correct opinions.
Okay.
You better. You understand why.
I love it. Dude, that's awesome. Those are my favorite gifts. The ones that make you laugh, those are the ones that actually, 10 years from now, you'll still be laughing about that shirt or the cowboy shirt. You'll still be laughing about that.
I think I'm going to go to Amazon and I'm going to order myself a shirt, but I'm going to make it out to myself from my wife and then have one of the kids give it to me and open it up. It'll be like best husband ever.
Yeah.
Husband of the decade. I'll be like, oh, yeah.
Look, you finally got it. You're finally right. And she's going to be like, where'd that come from? I didn't buy that.
Santa.
Dude, I love it. I think that's, stuff like that's so funny to me. That's the way that's what you should do for Thanksgiving, for Christmas.
There it is. Look,
best husband ever. Absolutely. I like the one that's just literal. The third one across with is just black T-shirt.
Best husband ever.
Just block letters, white block letters. Best husband ever.
I kind of like the one that has the periods.
Okay.
Best period, husband,
that's not bad.
Ever.
Yeah, that's not bad. Too. I like it. I think those are the way to go, man. The ones that make you laugh, the ones that make you smile.
It's not easy being the best husband ever, but here I am nailing it.
And somebody's got to do it.
Oh, here's one for you. My wife beats me.
I don't think I want that one. That one.
How about the one where it has the Superman look? Best husband ever with the cape.
Oh, dude, yeah. I like that.
Okay.
Dude, that's what you got to do. I like it. A trophy husband, maybe that one. Trophy husband right here. Yeah, look, those gifts are the best. Those are the ones that are so much fun.
I'm going to be like, you shouldn't have. Look what I got.
And she's going to be like, I didn't. What are you talking about? And then she'll figure it out really, really quick.
Then I bought myself my own T-shirt for Christmas.
And then the laughs will be that much harder, I expect.
Well, I might have to do this.
Dude, I'm telling you, better do it now.
Well, I mean, my plan is I'm going to start. 17th is my last day of work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
18th.
So we'll reconvene after that. So we'll hit dry dock. And then that's when I'm going to get serious. Like, I've done some Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I figure I have 8 days at that point. So I'll have, with Amazon Prime, I can have a little bit of wiggle room where I'll have everything by like the 21st at the worst. 22nd, if I'm playing it a little bit, tight to the date.
I've gotten everything done so far, but I do want to. She's got a piece of jewelry that was broken that she loves. I think I'm going to run that.
Tape?
Yeah. Some duct tape, redneck chrome.
I fixed it.
Fixed it, babe.
Fixed it.
Babe, it's good as new. That thing's great. But I thought I'd do that just because it's more of a, well, you actually thought of it, instead of just buying something. So
fixed it.
It's great now.
Listen, duct tape has solved a lot of things around my house.
Marvelous.
And plenty of times my wife has looked at me and she's like, really?
You use duct tape?
You're that kind of an animal?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
And I'm called a man.
It worked.
That's right. Dude, I love it.
That and wood glue are like two of my best friends.
Dude, wood glue?
Yeah,
I use
works great.
All the stinking time. I have an extra tube of wood glue.
It's not just for blisters.
No, it's not.
No, it works well.
You're exactly right. No, you can use it for everything. I love it. Dude, I've used wood glue for everything.
I think what should we get for Kimmer? Like,
Mr. didn't show up to the Christmas. You were out of town. You had another party. He decided not to show up, and Pete told us to give him a hard time, and he did not show up. Flounder was there.
That is not a way to earn Puma underwear.
No, that's a way to lose them.
That's right.
That's the way to get left out.
I was in Costco the other day, and I was Christmas shopping, and I just thought, what about these Puma underwear for Kimmer? Now, it's a totally true story. Not exaggerating in the slightest. In fact, I don't exaggerate outside of talking about how my mother-in-law chews with her mouth closed. It's the only exaggeration that I've ever made on this show. But there was 2 women in the aisle at Costco. I had run in there because there's no better place, in my opinion, to get flowers. Like when you need them fast and you don't have to spend $80.
Dude, it's perfect.
They do well. So I ran in there. We needed flowers for my daughter's performance on Thursday. Ran into Costco. And these 2 women were looking at the different brands of underwear, men's underwear, mind you. And we're like, why doesn't it have a flap?
No.
Yes. They were openly, they're like, is there any of them? And they were like kind of looking at all, and like, I don't think this pair does. Like they had the Calvin Kleins, and I'm like, first off, you only get 3 in that bag.
Yeah, what are you doing?
If you go with the Pumas, you get like 5 or 6. And they were still like, well, there's not a flap.
Did you help them?
I felt really awkward about it, and I didn't. But I could have.
Yeah.
I could have told him flat out, like, that's the greatest pair of underwear. Like, see right here, greatest pair of underwear you can buy.
I mean, it's perfect.
But there's no flap, which that does bother some people.
Don't need it.
Like, I wonder if Kimmer would be bothered by the fact that there's no flap.
No.
I'm a flap man.
You are? No,
Yes.
You're not.
You don't have to undo your buckle. Don't have to just zip out the door.
The flap is there for people that traditionally wear suits, so that they don't have to worry about taking their suit down.
Yeah.
Yes, if you are somebody who routinely wears a suit, that's why the flap is there. It's for a different era.
Yeah. A time gone by.
Yes.
Time gone by.
Definitely.
I'm all about efficiency. I got to be back. Seconds matter in this business. I got to be back in here.
No, I get it. But then again, when I go to the urinal, I'm like a 4-year-old boy. Like I just take the pants all the way down the ankles.
Start drawing.
just bare ass.
Writing your name.
Just sit there. Anybody. Man,
What's your name? He'll write
I
it.
would laugh so hard if we ever just were to decide, like, okay, Tug, see if you can like creep everybody else in the office out. And you went into the restroom and you went
It's just all
drawers to the floor, everything, and just sat there being, and just to watch the people who would walk by, like, is he bare ass? Yes, he is.
What I'm seeing? What am I saying? I've got to get myself out of here. I'm uncomfortable with this.
This is really weird. He looks like a 4-year-old boy.
What if we can talk Kimmer into it? That's what we need to do.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff that I've thought, like, oh, this would be a great idea if we got Kimmer to go along with this. I don't think he'll go along with most of the stuff we come up with.
No, most of
he has he has a different standard of how he conducts himself.
Yeah, and he's a Marine.
Right, whereas you and I, there's not a lot of pride there.
No,
it's different.
Yeah, totally different.
Like, I try and act right, but not that right.
Yeah, same here. I don't know that there's a rule I don't want to break. I love breaking rules.
I agree.
It's my favorite thing in the world. People don't know that about me much. Like, I am so rebellious in many ways. Like, I can't wait to do it the exact opposite way I'm supposed to.
I feel like I have I have to be like kind of the standard bearer when it comes to like the volleyball parents.
Yeah, all right.
It's like, he is the troublemaker. Like, you know it.
I have to be the one.
There's a reason why I brought airline bottles of Fireball with me.
Yeah, dude.
I offered. There were no takers, but there'll be another tournament.
Oh, yeah. That's just because they weren't comfortable quite yet.
Yeah.
When they get there.
Got to kind of warm them up a little bit. By the time we hit New Orleans.
Dude, they're going to be like, dude, where's the Fireball?
I'll be like, okay, here we go.
What's going on?
Of course I brought that.
Yes. A friend of ours got, I guess they had like a dirty Santa party or something like that. It was all the girls in the neighborhood. And she ended up with a giant, like, she said it was big, candy cane filled with airline bottles. I was like,
oh, nice.
And she was like, I'm going to regift it. And I was like, well, I hope you're regifting it to me. You know?
That's a lot better than what was at my wife's dirty Santa party.
Well, that was just one of the things. I don't know anything else, but that was just what she brought home.
There are filthy, filthy gifts that go around that party.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I don't want no part of that.
I just know they all left very happy and laughing.
Well,
I'm like,
probably had a handful of Fireball shots.
Probably.
or among other things, for that matter.
I'm going to start giving you names during the break of what they were buying each other.
I'm afraid to know. Yeah, I'm not sure it's a good thing to know. You came from sports media, so you know how these crazies are.
Yeah, I do.
You know what's going on with these fools, and I didn't realize that it was so crazy until a few years ago, and then I was like, oh my God, these people are nuts. And there again, they can't resist it, dude. They cannot resist it. No matter what they're talking about, got to take it back to politics, take it back to Trump.
So I'm just going to tell you that this particular person,
who I don't know who that is, to be honest with you.
The only reason I even know who he is because he had an epic meltdown. So this was Dan Bernstein, if you ever want to look it up. Dan Bernstein had such a giant liberal crazy meltdown on the air, he started threatening to fight people. As in, like, callers.
What?
Yes.
Like liberal John calls in, and we're like, I'm going to fight you.
I'll fight you.
Meet me in front of the building in 30 minutes, I will fight you.
He lost his mind. Now, was this COVID pressure? Like, there's always going to be some sort of excuse as to why this happened, right?
Built in, man.
So now he does a podcast like all of them do. Hey, nobody will hire you. This is what I'll do. Here's how it's going to be. And that's when you really find out how crazy they are. Like Joy Reid, there was a part where MSNBC, MS Now, were like, that ain't hitting the air. Now all you recognize is all she has is race politics. That's it. Don Lemon, he's got a big bag of nothing. Like you imagine how much the producers pump this guy up into something. Because when he's left to his own, you're like, that's just nuts. You don't have a point about anything, do you?
You know nothing.
Well, how about this? When you allow Bernstein, and what he was talking about a Chicago Cubs player, Matt Shaw. And Matt Shaw, curiosity, whatever reason, he went to a Turning Point event.
Or maybe he just agrees with Turning Point.
Sure. Regardless of why you do it.
Yeah.
Like, you went to a Trump rally because you're like, never seen one of these before. Want to see what it's all about.
Yep.
I've gone to things being like, all right, never done this. Let's check it out. So Matt Shaw just ends up getting out that he went to a Turning Point event. Well, that offended the delicate sensibilities of Dan Bernstein.
Cubs third baseman Matt Shaw is here right in between Danica Patrick and Roger Stone as a speaker at the Turning Point USA America First 2025 Nazi-adjacent rally.
Oh, my.
I saw Russell Brand and Rob Schneider
Russell Brand, right? Yep, they're on the list, too. There's a big poster putting everybody out there, and right there is Matt Shaw, Cubs third baseman. Okay. All right. And we all make choices, and I assume this is with the Cubs' blessing.
By the way, so it's Nazi adjacent?
Which is insanity.
It's Nazi adjacent.
Like the most fine Christian organization, and Charlie Kirk was.
But you don't understand, it's so close to being a Nazi rally.
It's not even in the same stratosphere. It's a different planet altogether. This dude's insane. I'm glad I don't know who he is. Now I know just to avoid anything he says because he comes off as ignorant. I assume with the Cubs' blessing. Yeah, he's a grown man. He can go to do whatever he wants to do. Nazi adjacent. This is the dumbest thing you could have said.
That man got fired from a radio job after posting an image of himself fishing and then threatening to fight people. And then taking it on air.
I mean, what a freaking loser.
Tell you, on the sports side, they're far crazier than the typical left. The typical left has to kind of keep it under wraps.
Why do you think? I just don't understand why.
I think it's just pent up.
Yes. But we're getting off our chest over
pent
here.
up crazy. And then they're like, let me tell you what I really think.
I'll fight you. And I'm going to fight the third baseman for the Cubs, too. I'm going to fight that job.
Part of it, too, is like naturally on the left, you have large amounts of jealousy in terms of what people have, what people don't. It's how they're pretty much put together. And so when you work and cover nothing but $1 million athletes, I think eventually these guys just pop.
Dude, can you imagine being like that? Just jealous of anybody for anything? There's nothing I want.
I don't know. I played sports long enough to go, man, that's pretty cool. I'm glad you're able to do it at that level.
Yeah, not many people are.
Now, I will, from time to time, tell you that I'll take my 401k before 401k before I'll take an athlete's retirement.
Well, right, because they've usually blown it.
I'm like, there'll be some story about he's got, eight women and 10 kids with them, and I'm like, I think I'll take Tug and Los retirement before his.
I'll tell you, man,
but that's my level of. I'm not jealous. I'm saying I think I'm going to do okay.
I think I'm going to be all right. That's exactly right. Jasmine Crockett will end on this. She has a reason why America needs illegals. America, you need them. That's what she says. You'll hear from her next on Extra.
The Morning Extra on Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3 FM.
Hey, it's Los. Let's talk about Howard Brothers and Xmark. This Christmas, forget about the sweaters, the socks, the ties. Get somebody something they're really going to enjoy using. For instance, an Xmark mower from Howard Brothers. Whether you're treating yourself or you're trying to surprise someone, hey, if they're into lawn care, they're going to like Xmark. They're going to love that pro level of performance. And it's going to take care of them all year long. That is awesome to get under the tree. Just put a little bow on it. They'll be so incredibly impressed. Visit Howard Brothers. You can go to any one of their locations. The friendly folks there can help point you in the right direction. Get yourself some Xmark. Get something for your lawn enthusiasts out there. Merry Christmas from Xmark and Howard Brothers.
The latest sports news, powered by 680 The Fan, and driven to Extra listeners by RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs, Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz connection since 1964.
Good morning. Here are your sports headlines for Monday, December 15th. Big injuries in the NFL. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been eliminated from the playoffs. Bigger news for the team, though, is that quarterback Patrick Mahomes will miss the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. As far as the Green Bay Packers, expected to be without pass rusher Micah Parsons for the remainder of the season. The team believes that he has a torn ACL. Week 15 in the NFL closes out with Monday Night Football tonight. The 7-6 Pittsburgh Steelers host the 6-7 Miami Dolphins. That kickoff is set for 8:15, and the Atlanta Hawks are now 15-12 on the season after a 120-117 win over the Philadelphia 76ers last night. With your sports headlines, I'm Carlos Medina.
Get a great deal on a new Subaru and give back. It's really that easy. For every new Subaru bought or leased during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will make a donation to national and local charities that our owners care about. The Subaru Share the Love event has supported more than 2,700 hometown charities, and by by the end of our 18th year, Subaru and retailers like Subaru of Gwinnett will have donated more than $350 million to charity. It's the reason why we say Subaru of Gwinnett is more than a car dealer. We always go the extra mile for our community. And during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, you get a great vehicle and support a great cause. With every new Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Additionally, for every Subaru vehicle routine visit during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru of Gwinnett will donate $5 to our hometown charity. But it's only happening now through January 2nd, so hurry in to Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, and online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
It's here. It's called winter. Is your furnace ready to make sure you're warm inside and you keep the cold weather outside? Well, if you're not sure, you need to talk to the folks at Central Heating and Air Conditioning. Central Heating and Air is one of the few second-generation locally owned HVAC companies in Atlanta. With Central, you're not just a number, you're a member of the family. It's been that way since 1947, and it's still that way today. Give Central a call at 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com. Central Heating and Air Conditioning can fix what ails your house and possibly your family with home ventilation and air quality products. Central has packages designed around health using variable speed, fresh air ventilation, air purifiers, dehumidifiers, and more. Carrier products, carrier warranty, carrier peace of mind. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier expert since 1947. Call 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com. That's 770-GET-HEAT, centralheat.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
You probably heard Relief Factor commercials where somebody says to his spouse regarding his pain, "You don't understand. It's gone." Well, Sharon told us that's exactly how she feels. She wrote to me and she said, "Glenn, Relief Factor has helped me so much. I plan on taking it for the rest of my life. I'm a walking testimonial." For me, it was more like Tanya twisting my arm to give Relief Factor a try. I heard about Relief Factor All Natural, created by doctors, blah, blah, blah. I really agreed to try it, not in thinking it would work. I just wanted to get her to stop telling me to do something and prove her wrong. Well, she was right, again, of course, and I got my life back. Not only did I not have to live in pain, I could thrive again. If pain has been holding you back, maybe it's time you found out why so many people, just like Sharon, just like me, make Relief Factor part of their daily routine. 2 out of 3 people who try it go on to order more month after month. I'm one of them. Try the 3-week quick start today. See how it works for you. Visit relieffactor.com, 800-4-RELIEF. That's 800-4-RELIEF. 800-4-RELIEF.
Political violence cannot stand. And Extra 106.3 will continue on as the conservative voice of reason in Atlanta. We'll speak our mind, protect our values, and stand up for each other responsibly. Count on the Morning Extra, Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck, The Kimmer, and the legend Neil Boortz to always have your back. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Tug and Los until 10 on the Morning Extra. Thank you so much for being here, spending 4 hours with us today. If you were able to be a part of the 4-hour club, we're grateful. If you're able to be a part of the last 15-minute club, we're grateful. We're just glad that you're here on Extra.
Better pump those numbers up, though.
Yes, we need you. I mean, there's responsibilities you have. We played that cut from Scott Jennings earlier. I mean, America's full of opportunity, like listening to our show.
You and I have responsibilities to be here, so we expect you.
Yes.
We're just saying commit a few extra minutes.
That's all. That's all we need. And
because pretty soon you're going to be missing us.
That's right. That's exactly right. We're going to take a few days off here.
Then you're going to be like, "Oh, where's my Morning Extra?
Oh, well,
I still got like another week without the Morning Extra."
Yeah, and then we'll roll into the new year and we'll come back all refreshed and ready and raring to go. But yes, but I'm looking forward to those days off. I ain't gonna lie.
I've got stuff. It's like I have a list of like stuff I just want to do around the house that always goes to the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of like get up in the morning, sleeping in is like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
It's like be over at Home Depot, grab some of the stuff I need over there. I've got to get my equipment winterized, so I got to go run over to Howard Brothers as well. And then I also need to finish up some Christmas shopping. Let's see. There's a Costco run.
Damn boy.
There's these 4 or 5 stops I've got all over North Georgia. I'm like, got to do that, got to do that, got to do that, got to. Okay, here we go.
You ever buy something that you weren't expecting to, but it came in so handy? Because I did. Mike Key had let me borrow his, for whatever reason, my wife's right front tire has a slow leak in it. And about once every 3 weeks, it'll just be just a little bit low. Mike Key, our promotions director here, he had this little, it's like the size of a phone, but it's like a pump. You just pump up your tires.
Oh, like a little air compressor or something?
Yes, exactly what it is. Air compressor, exactly right.
So you're planning on actually getting the tire fixed when you have the tire?
Yes, exactly, I am. But last night, for whatever reason, it was showing just a little bit slack. I was like, and so because I was so impressed with Keys, I saw one at Sam's Club, got it.
Bought it.
Last night, went around, checked all the tires, checked my truck tires. You're talking about like just little things?
Yeah, that's all it is. It's little things.
And you physically, it'll tell you what the pressure is on your tire, and then you can say, all right, here's what I want it to be, Zzz, and it just does it.
I walk around Costco, and I'll see like some little gadget, and I'm like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah, and this was. Dude.
And then I have to make myself walk away from it.
Yeah.
I can't. Now, if I'm bored.
This is worth it, dude. You need to get you one.
I might consider.
Dude, it's so worth it. But you know how many times my wife is hell on tires?
I think they all are.
Dude.
Like my wife guns it from a stop. Like she rags cars out.
In a year, it was 2 years ago, but in a year, we had to replace her tires twice and then 2 more.
Yeah.
So we bought like 10 tires in a year. It was awful. So when you're looking for a place that has a pump, that has a compressor, like at a QT, it's free. Not everywhere is, but you go there and sometimes they're working, or sometimes somebody's waiting. And we would drive around just trying to find a place. And dude, this solves this one gadget, and it's like $50 or $60.
I say all the time that there's not a whole lot of manly stuff I do. Like I hit the grill, I like to box a little bit, play some golf, stuff like that. Other than that, I'm inundated with just daughter stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Family man.
May I preface this by saying that I recognize that it is quite masculine on my part to ask this question.
Okay.
If she doesn't fundamentally understand how the vehicle works, how can she ever operate it properly?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure.
Like I asked that question knowing that my wife does not fundamentally understand the maintenance of a vehicle.
Oh, by no means.
Like I don't know how it is in your house, but like once every 3 months or so, these magic elves take her car
and get the oil changed
and the tires rotated and everything else. And for some reason, it ends up back in the garage
magically.
Like magically. Ding. Like, oh, I didn't know. Whoa, this was so. My light stopped beeping.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
Need new windshield wipers. Got to run over to the AutoZone or Napa or wherever.
And in her mind, it's, well, I went over to do this and they offered me they would change my wiper blades out for $80. I'm like, how about, I took, no. How about no? How about spend $13 and the guy at whatever store will even put them on?
Yeah, he'll walk out there and do it for you.
Fundamentally not understanding.
Dude, I'm telling you. Yeah. So, with the beauty of Jacob being off in college, he has to now maintain. Like otherwise it would be just me doing that too. And now he's had to maintain, and he's learning to change his oil, which is good. And
Dad, I heard this grinding and the car just stopped.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
There's no more oil in it, I think.
Yeah, that's what they told me. They said it was bad news. Can you send some
all
money?
Melted.
Can you send a lot of money? Not only do I got to pay for that tow job, I got to replace.
You are your mother's son.
Yeah, you are just like her. Good Lord, you are identical. Maybe worse.
We talked about this with the other volleyball parents about who in your house is like the cleanly one and who isn't. And I just I just waited and everyone's kind of going around the table. I didn't say a word. And they're like, what about you? And I'm like, I live with 3 pigs. Just flat out.
And the room just falls out laughing.
I was like, they're like 3 little hurricanes. They're messy. Their rooms are awful.
Yeah.
I said, you can walk in to my wife and I's bathroom, and you'll quickly know if you look at the counter.
Which side's yours and which side's hers.
And who is orderly and who is not.
Yeah.
And she always says the same thing. Well, I mean, the kids are just trying to get ready in the morning. I'm like, and it still looks like some sort of earthquake in Mexico.
The crazy thing is, my son is really detail-oriented, except for his room and his car. His car looks like a bomb went off in there, so I can relate. Holy cow. I'm sure everybody can. You're either the messy one or the clean one. Which are you? You can, of course, find us and we can get a laugh at...
if you're not the clean one, you know you're the messy one.
Yeah, exactly. Work on it.
Be better in 2026.
Be better. That's your New Year's resolution right there. That'll do it for us. For Los and Jure, I'm Tug. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Live and local news talk continues at 3 p.m. with Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. It's the Kimmer Show, only on Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.